It's gone 6 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time. Good afternoon and welcome to The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African perspective, with me, Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito, coming to you live from the Auckland Park Studios in Johannesburg, South Africa. It's Travel Wednesday this afternoon. Catch us live on social media at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. Mmatsheko Mosito, how are you doing on this fine Wednesday?
Happy Wednesday. I can't believe it's Wednesday, but here we are, 4 days into the month of March. Yeah. Feeling good. Feeling good. Good.
That's all that matters.
Good is the word.
I love it. We are traveling this weekend, this Wednesday.
Yes.
We've got a chef that's about to, just embrace. I was about to say embrace our mouths. That doesn't sound right in my head.
No, you need to change the language.
She is going to.
Can I donate a new microphone for you?
You know what? That sounds a million times
there we go. Hallelujah.
Better. I can actually hear myself. We've got a chef who's joining us in studio. She's brought some delicacies, some desserts,
there goes my diet.
Let me tell you, you're going to have a problem. We'll be joined in studio by Chef Isra Hussein. She is the executive chef at Whispers of Diria. I hope I said it properly, but you'll tell us more about the work that she does and the food that she's brought us to taste in studio. Then I had a conversation with the Deputy Minister of Tourism of South Africa. They are currently in Berlin to raise and wave the South African flag, because we had a record-breaking 10.5 million international visitors in the year 2025. That's all coming up on The Upside, 8 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time. After 1 p.m. Central African time, Madakunle Gold song titled Obi Mo. Welcome to the Wednesday edition of The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African perspective, with me, Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. We're going to take a quick breather, some more music coming your way, and then we'll be joined by Chef Isra in the studio as she shares some recipes, some delicacies, and I tell you right now, if you're on a diet, this is not the show to stay locked in on. Don't go anywhere.
6 decades strong, Channel Africa continues to inspire Africa and the world, proudly sharing
the African perspective.
The safety and well-being of learners is a shared social responsibility. Parents and guardians play a critical role in ensuring safe, reliable, and lawful scholar transport. Parents are therefore urged to take responsibility for the following. Parents must actively educate and reinforce acceptable learner conduct while the scholar transport vehicle is stationary or in motion. This includes the proper use of seatbelts, remaining seated at all times, and never sitting on the floor, steps, or in the boot of the vehicle. By working together, parents, operators, and authorities can protect learners and build a culture of safety on our roads. Issued by the National Department of Transport.
Tebogo and Mmatsheko from the upside.
You've taken all over me. You've taken all over me. Yeah, all over me. If there is a way to touch mine, you gonna say you gonna be mine. Cause you've taken all over me. Yeah, all over me. No need for story, you know you'll be my charge. You make my temperature rising. Anybody mess with you, I will not take it till I so the people think I'm mental. I go carry you, go Cali Sacramento. Love you, him, I be my Marutoleto. Love you so the baby, you know go feel let go. Look for my mind and my soul, you leave it rent free. For your matter, baby girl, I go comment. I'ma get check away, though. Tell me no bed, oh. I can't deny it is written all over. That you've taken all over me. You've taken all over me. Touch mine, you gonna say you wanna be mine, but you've taken all over me. No need for story, you know you'll be my daddy. You make my temperature rising. Anybody mess with you, I will not take it lightly. I wanna make you me wifey.
Original Mr. Flavor. Oh no. Them no feel look you pass. Makanibu munyo dogu. Unafugo munyo dogu. You've given me reason to smile. I'm loving this girl for life. Kilibenu munyo dogu. Asampete wanyi yama. Now when I chop your onubu suku. My sense I don't lose. I be you a shampoo to you. Share one more. You've taken all over me. You've taken all over me.
No need for story, you know you'll be my charge. You make my temperature rising. Anybody mess with you, I will not take it lightly. I wanna make you me wifey.
The upside. On the upside, your voice matters.
Roach Beats.
Early mama on your phone, I they call, baby. 247, it be you, I they want, baby. While I know yawa for you, baby. Chai pack well and balance well for me. Yeah. Baby, baby, oh baby. Baby, baby. Baby, baby, oh baby. Baby, baby. Yeah, yeah.
want you to pull me closer. Baby, you miss you, I can't lie. We don't build love where distance no fit corrupt. No yawa, oh. Baby, tell me no yawa, oh. Back well and balance well for me.
Yeah, I know say things no balance, but you don't try for me. Yeah, and I go give you joy, cause I know strong man go there for me.
Yeah, good for you. Don't go give you story. Who wanna give you story now? So back well and balance well for me.
Yeah, baby.
Minutes after 1 p.m. Central African Time. Baby by Davido featuring Tiwa Savage and Burna Boy. Beautiful music coming through on the Upside this afternoon. It's Travel Wednesday. Thank you so much for tuning into Channel Africa. We are live on social media at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok with me, Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. I am very excited. If you are watching our screen right now, you'll know why I am excited. If you're streaming us on social media, you'll know exactly why I am excited. Can you see those delicacies? Can you see? Yes! In the heart of Johannesburg, a new cultural space is offering a window into Saudi heritage during the holy month of Ramadan. At Park Hyatt, Johannesburg, Whispers of Deria has opened as a cultural sanctuary inspired by Deria, blending Naji architectural heritage with culinary tradition, and as Ramadan invites reflection, community, and shared meals after sunset, the experience is brought to life through a menu by Chef Isra, who is joining us now in studio, featuring dishes such as kabsa, hummus, baba ganoush, and Ali. I hope I said it right. Ali? Yes, I tried. And just to tell us a bit more about the experience and her culinary journey, Chef Isra joins us in studio. Chef, thank you so much for your time. Happy Wednesday. How are you doing?
Hi, thank you so much for having me.
Listen, I need to, and I know I'm asking a question that may be, why are you asking such a question? But for those who are not familiar with the observances of Ramadan, the significance thereof, and because we were having our own off-air conversation just before the show, and I was like, Chef, how are you cooking and you're actually not allowed to eat? And tell us more about Ramadan, and as a chef, what impact this has on you as someone who has to be in the kitchen and cooking every single day.
Yeah. So basically Ramadan is the fasting month for Muslims. So you fast from sunrise to sunset. So they usually wake up before sunrise, have like a breakfast, and then you dry fast until sunset, which is then when you break your fast at iftar. So I think personally for me as a chef, it's very difficult to fast in the kitchen. You're very tempted by everything in front of you. Yeah. But I rely on my team. They taste for me. They get a bit annoyed sometimes, but they're always tasting for me. And then you learn to rely on your other senses as well, because you can't taste anything.
Oh, thank you for that.
Yeah. It is so... Listen, I love Middle Eastern food. You know, I love the hummus, I love the pita breads, you know, the olives and baba ganoush sometimes, depends on the day. But yeah, let's talk about the food that's in front of us right now, and how that ties into the work that you are, you know, or the menus that you're currently curating at the Hyatt.
Yeah, so what we've got in front of us is just traditional Saudi food. So I brought my cold meze from our Whispers of Deria menu. So we start off with some pita breads and dips. So you've got hummus, baba ganoush, mutabbal, and muhammara. We've also brought Arabic coffee and dates, and then we brought some stuff from our Tarawih menu, which is all sweet treats, such as Dubai chocolate cake, baklava, almond basbousa.
I can't
Love
wait.
it.
I can't wait to taste every single one of those little bitey thingies. Chef, thank you so much for being here. It is 22 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time. We're going to take a quick breather. When we get back, we further unpack the menu and what we can expect when we go to the Park Hyatt Johannesburg. Don't go anywhere.
No matter where you are, Channel Africa is always with you.
Africa, voici Abedi.
Oui, c'est moi.
Abedi est un passionné de musique dans l'âme. Il a un goût pour toutes sortes de musique et passe ses journées à écouter Channel Africa.
J'aime beaucoup la musique africaine.
Ok. Devinez quoi? Channel Africa veut aider Abedi et les mélomanes du monde entier à découvrir encore plus de musique incroyable. C'est pourquoi Channel Africa appelle les artistes africains à soumettre leur musique. Chers artistes, n'oubliez pas de nous fournir toutes vos informations pertinentes à l'email adresse musique@channelafrica.co.za. Les soumissions sont votre chance d'être entendues, mais elles ne garantissent pas une playlist. Toutes les soumissions seront soigneusement examinées pour voir si elles répondent aux exigences de notre station. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
The Upside, 1 to 4 p.m. Central African Time. With Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. Only on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
23 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African Time. Still in conversation with Chef Isra because she's curated a menu at the Park Hyatt Johannesburg Hotel. And the restaurant is called Whispers of Deria. And I want to know more about that. Whispers of Deria. I hope I said it properly, Chef. What does that mean, Deria? Is that derived from a name?
So Diriyah is actually a city within Saudi Arabia. So it's located in Riyadh. So it's type of place where it's rich in heritage, rich in culture, rich in tradition. So we've tried and brought that into Park Hyatt with us.
Okay.
Okay. I want to, because there's obviously also going to be a large Islamic following into the restaurant. Eid is also coming through. Towards the tail end of March, as I understand it. So let's talk about, once the moon has been followed and, we breaking our fast, what, delicious food can we expect at the restaurant to break our fast?
Yeah, so you're going to expect our iftar menu. So a little bit of what I've brought here for you today.
Yeah.
So our cold meze, we've got hot meze, we've got traditional Saudi main course, which is like kabsa rice, jarish, all food that is like the staples of Saudi Arabia.
If you were to choose a favorite right now, Chef, because you've got quite a few there, we will obviously going to taste it and let you know, sitting at home, listening, wherever you are around Africa, we'll let you know how it tastes. If you were to choose a favorite right now, which one would it be?
I think the Arabic coffee.
What is in this Arabic coffee?
So some people find it very strong. It's very cardamom forward.
Okay.
So I like the story behind it because traditionally you drink it and you have a date with it. So the date will bring out the sweetness in the coffee.
Oh, okay. I'm just wondering. So I don't do a lot of coffee.
That is the sugar for the coffee,
So that's the sugar for the coffee. I don't do a lot of coffee. So if I'm not, into caffeine and coffee, what else would you recommend?
My favorite from the dessert would be the Dubai chocolate cake. It's very rich, pistachio, chocolate, everything you want in a cake, I think.
That sounds exquisite. Okay, take us on a journey through Saudi Arabian cuisine, right? What are some of the key ingredients? Like if I want to start experimenting, maybe in the restaurant, maybe even in my own kitchen, what are the staple ingredients? Obviously, I see chickpeas there on top for the hummus, but what are the key ingredients to make a Saudi Arabian feast?
Yeah. So I think you would focus on your spices. So when you think of Saudi Arabia, don't think so much like spicy food. It's more nutty, warmer flavors. So nutmeg, cinnamon, ginger, saffron, a lot of saffron in our dishes as well. Pistachios, dates. Just try and think like milder flavors, but very warm, inviting flavors as well.
So when people then come to Whispers of Deria, and talk to us about then the cultural exchange that will be happening through the food, and also, you made such a brilliant explanation of what Ramadan is and how it impacts you. Are you hoping that more of such conversations are happening at the restaurant?
Yeah, I would hope so. So we've designed our Whispers of Diriyah section in our hotel to look like it's directly in Diriyah. So we've mimicked like a tent that looks like it's in the middle of Saudi. We've got geometric patterns everywhere. We've got warm colors. We're serving you Arabic coffee when you just walk in on arrival. Our waiters are dressed in full Saudi attire. So it's basically to transport you directly to Saudi Arabia.
Okay, I'm already planning a visit. I've got the outfit ready. I'm just going to go get my henna and I'm coming. So let's talk about, just the protocol. Not to be formal, but just to understand the culture. Because if you are taking me to Diriyah, then I would need to know as I walk in. I'm going to be greeted by the coffee, and then what is the greeting? Assalamu alaikum. And then I sit down. And then, take us through that journey and the experience, not just from a taste perspective, but even just sonically, surroundings, decoration, and all of that.
So we greet you with Assalamu alaikum, which is a greeting of peace. Then our Arabic coffee and our date, it's a sign of respect in Saudi Arabia. So they would always welcome their guests with coffee and dates. So it's welcoming, it's respect. We've also got Arabic music playing in the background, just to directly transport you there as well. Yeah.
So
stunning.
So if you then greet someone and say Assalamu alaikum,
yes,
hope I said it right. How do I respond?
Wa alaikum salam.
Wa
alaikum
salam.
There we go.
Wa alaikum salam. As you listen to Channel Africa's The Upside. Thank you so much, Chef, because I'm learning something new. And I'm sure many people who are on the other side of this broadcast, they're also learning on the African continent. And we want to touch and taste the food. So we're going to take a quick breather, get some sports, and then get the latest in business news. And then we're going to taste live on air. Are you shy to share some of the recipes? Will you be doing that?
We'll see.
We'll see. Because there are some there that I think I want to have a recipe of, because that Dubai chocolate and pistachio, I used to think it's just a hype, like people are just hyping it up. I see it everywhere.
Thing, and it is very decadent, and it's luxurious. It's a luxurious experience in your mouth.
And she's got gold there as well. There's gold. There's gold. 29 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African time. Let's take a quick breather, and then we'll get the latest in sports before we continue our conversation with Chef Isra.
The safety and well-being of learners is a shared social responsibility. Parents and guardians play a critical role in ensuring safe, reliable, and lawful scholar transport. Parents are therefore urged to take responsibility for the following. Parents should ensure that learners are on time and ready for collection to prevent unsafe driving practices such as rushing, unscheduled stops, or overloading. By working together, parents, operators, and authorities can protect learners and build a culture of safety on our roads. Issued by the National Department of Transport.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
It's a very good afternoon from the sports desk. I am Musibu Di Makura with the latest sports news at the Sawa. So US President Donald Trump has said he does not care if Iran will take part in the upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup. Now, Trump's comments come amid the USA as well as Israeli strikes on Iran, which has responded by launching attacks on US allied states in the Gulf in an escalating conflict. Now, the USA is co-hosting the World Cup, which takes place between the 11th of June and the 19th of July, along with Canada as well as Mexico. Iran have qualified for a fourth consecutive World Cup and are scheduled to open their World Cup campaign against New Zealand and then Belgium and Los Angeles before their final group game against Egypt in Seattle. Now, the country did not pull out of the competition last summer when the US bombed 3 nuclear facilities in the country. But with more serious current upheaval, the head of Iran's Football Federation, Mehdi Tahaj, has reportedly cast doubt in their participation in the upcoming World Cup. On the continent now, there has been reports that the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations tournament will be postponed just weeks before the tournament is due to get underway in Morocco. The competition, organised by the Confederation of African Football, has been scheduled to kick off on the 18th of March. However, with less than 3 weeks to go, there are reports the tournament will be delayed following reported organisational as well as scheduling difficulties. According to reports, the request to postpone the tournament came from the the Football Federation of Morocco, with concerns raised about preparations being completed in time. There have also been previous speculation about whether the tournament might be moved to another country, with South Africa mentioned as possible alternative host nation. However, it now appears the focus is now on rearranging dates rather than relocating the whole competition. At this stage, CAF has not released any official statement or confirmed new dates, leaving participating nations waiting now for further clarification. Now, the late postponement is likely to disrupt preparations for teams who have already been deep into their training camps. CAF will reportedly make the news official soon as to whether they will postpone this tournament or give it to yet another hosting country. Mamelodi Sundowns coach Miguel Cardoso has criticised what he views as a lack of backing from the Premier Soccer League after the club's request to postpone the upcoming Betway Premiership fixture against Orbit College was declined. Now, drawing on his time at Esperance de Tunis in Tunisia, Cardoso noted that clubs competing in CAF tournaments were routinely granted domestic fixture breaks to balance their continental commitments alongside the local football league commitments.
I think that is something that PSL should and the federation should understand what is better for South African football regarding how we represent ourselves in the international competitions and how we relate with the national competitions to create more chances for those teams. I just want to remember I was in Tunisia, and where there are Champions League matches, there are no matches of the championship. They just stop the championship. And even between the two matches against Stade Malien, we're going to play also PSL.
On to cricket news now. Unbeaten South Africa will continue their quest for a maiden World Cup title in the first semi-final of the T20 World Cup against New Zealand in Kolkata today, with potential repeat of the 2024 final against India awaiting. Now, should Aiden Markram's side inflict their second defeat of the tournament on New Zealand, they beat them comfortably, by the way, in the group stages, then a rematch against India for the tournament could be on the cards. The captain of the side of India, Surya Kumar Yadav, is looking forward to facing off with Harry Brooks' England in Mumbai on Thursday. That will be the second semi-final, a blockbuster clash that is being talked about excitingly across the cricket-mad city. So action this afternoon gets underway at 3:30 p.m. Central African Time, where South Africa will be looking for a place in the final of the T20 World Cup. Meanwhile, the Proteas captain Aiden Markram has warned his team against underestimating New Zealand in the semi-finals, saying they have the quality to cause an upset when they do meet in Delhi this afternoon. So South Africa got the better of the Black Caps in the group stages of the competition by 7 wickets, on their way to a 100% winning record heading into the knockout phase. Markram, who top scored with 86 runs not out in that game, says a lot has happened since then, and their opponents have proven their mettle at this year's tournament.
Quality team, New Zealand. They've proved that over many years now, and we had a good run out against them in the group stages. But both teams have played a lot of cricket since then, and it's a completely fresh start tomorrow, and it being a semi-final, which is exciting as well. So I don't think it's as straightforward as just being able to repeat that again. A lot of variables in this game, but the boys are very excited for the opportunity to play in a semi-final against a good team like New Zealand, and we'll try to bring our best game to the front again.
Right, so that concludes your sports news, at least for this hour. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, do send us an email first to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za, or call us. The line is +27 11714 4459. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Mosito Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Let's just do it.
Your life just got easier. Get the Channel Africa app and take us wherever you go. Catch the latest news, enjoy your favorite shows, stream the music you love, and stay connected to the continent. All in one spot, right in your pocket. Simple, quick, and always with you. The Channel Africa app. Download it now on iOS and Android. Get the news, music, and lifestyle of Africa on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
36 minutes after 1 p.m. Central African Time. Let's get the latest in business news.
Business news on Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo. Good afternoon. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa says public finance alone cannot fund all of Africa's infrastructure needs. He referred to the significance of a 10-year Africa Energy Infrastructure Investment Plan that requires buy-in from the private sector. Ramaphosa says energy assets require large upfront capital. He was the keynote speaker at the 18th Annual Africa Energy Indaba in Cape Town in the Western Cape Province.
There aren't many countries on our continent who, from their fiscus, would be able to dole out money for big-ticket energy projects. And that is why the private sector, financial entities in the world, DFIs and others, and banks and so on, needs to come in because they will be investing in an economic asset.
The Road Freight Association of South Africa has expressed deep concern on the latest fuel price hike following the escalating violence in the Middle East. The price of both grades of petrol has increased by 20 South African cents a litre, while the price of diesel has increased between 62 cents and 65 cents a litre. The price of Brent stands at $83.44, and the RFA CEO Kevin Kelly says that he hopes the violence will end soon so that stability can be restored to the markets.
The increase in fuel prices are very unfortunate, given that during 2025 we saw a gradual decrease in fuel prices, which obviously was felt both at the till for consumers in the country and in terms of general economic stability in the country. We saw that the rate of inflation slowed down. Fuel plays a huge role in the general economy and in affecting the basket of goods and inflation.
A survey by the Merchant Bank shows that South African business confidence climbed 3 points in the first quarter, helped by a stable government, supportive interest rate environment and foreign exchange rate tailwinds. Business confidence stood at 47 points in the quarter, marking the best reading since 2015, excluding the post-COVID recovery. The survey by the Merchant Bank RMB was compiled by the Bureau of Economic Research. Isam Mhlanga, chief economist at RMB, says geopolitical developments largely beyond South Africa's control remain top of mind for many businesses. President Cyril Ramaphosa has mirrored those concerns when he warned that the conflict in the Middle East was already putting strain on the African continent's supply chains and causing higher energy prices. In other news, CEO of Aspen Pharmacare, Stephen Saad, says the company aims to secure sub-Saharan African approval for Eli Lilly's blockbuster weight loss drug Mounjaro as early this year, capitalizing on soaring regional demand for obesity treatments. South Africa-based Aspen's push to register Mounjaro across the region signals its bid to become a key manufacturing and distribution partner for global drug makers eyeing one of last major untapped markets for GLP-1 weight loss treatments. GLP-1 treatments are not yet widely available in the continent, offering both growth potential and a test of how quickly drugs can reach lower-income countries. Volvo car sales volumes fell 10% in the 3 months through February due to trade tariffs and other market headwinds, but sales of fully electric cars jumped. In a statement, Volvo Cars, which is majority owned by China's Geely Holding, says it sold almost 157,000 cars in the period. Volumes for fully electric models increased 18% to account for 25% of all cars sold. Sales for the period were weighed down by tough market conditions impacted by tariffs and unfavorable regulatory developments, especially in the US. $1 in Nigeria is 1,000 naira 373, Botswana 13 pula 17, Kenya 128 shilling 241, Zambia 19 kwacha 140. BRICS countries, $1 in Brazil, 5 real 22, Russia 77 rubles 509, India 91 rupee 95, China 6 yuan 90, South Africa 16 rand 34 cents. $1 is 74 pence to the British pound and 85 to the euro. Commodities, gold is at $5,157, platinum at $2,125 per ounce. The price of Brent crude oil at $82.63 a barrel. That is all for now. For any business stories you'd like to share with us, please send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za, or you can call us on +27 11 714 4459. For Channel Africa Business, I am Chanduko Ligege.
Business news on Channel Africa. The African perspective. Ahoy, matey!
Captain here to help, right, boys?
Set sail with us on a digital voyage like no other. Channel Africa has a treasure trove of awesomeness. That is our website and social media pages.
Tell me, why are you here?
We want you to be part of our adventure.
The winds are changing, Captain. And this time...
Imagine a world where curiosity knows no bounds, where entertainment meets enlightenment, and where every click leads to the African perspective. Visit us on our website, www.channelafrica.co.za, or follow us on Instagram or on X at Channel Africa 1. Go on, like us on Facebook at Channel Africa 1. So, spread the word. Tell a friend that Channel Africa's online variety is what they need on the web. Channel Africa, the African perspective. We take no sides, none whatsoever. We are the upside.
Well, we're still here on the upside with Tebogo and Mmatsheko, and also joined in studio by Chef Ezra, as we are continuing to observe the holy month of Ramadan, and and serving. I think for me, what is so beautiful about Ramadan is following the cycles of the moon, and the space serving as a time for spiritual reflection, and even for people that are not within the religion, you can do that too. You're allowed to also use this time to be reflective, to follow the moon, and to enjoy some good food, and also to take a break when you need to take a break. Maybe it's not necessarily a nutritional break, but there are certain things that you need to eliminate at this time. So perhaps use that opportunity. But it is such a pleasure to be taken on a journey to one of the greatest places in the world, it seems, with whispers of Diriyah, which is a city in Saudi Arabia, as we understand it. Whispers of Diriyah is a restaurant, a wing of the Hyatt, and that's where you can find this wonderful food that we've been discussing with the chef in studio. Let's talk about what's in studio, because we our taste buds are ready. Okay, we're ready to taste.
Let's go.
So what would we have each of these dips with?
So you're going to have it with our pita breads.
Okay.
So it's all family sharing. So it's just to enjoy it with your family. You break apart the pita breads, dip it in the dips, and enjoy.
Okay. And then another thing I wanted to ask is there a dip that's appropriate for just for breakfast or just for lunch, or it's
all for everything.
the day? Okay.
So much, yeah.
Asking too many questions, Mmatsheko. Let's eat. Bring the teaspoons
there you go,
and the
sir.
spoons.
Use your pita bread.
Yes, this is like my pita bread.
Thank you.
Okay.
And this is I forgot your name.
Ooh.
Uthman. Uthman is here to
Uthman.
help serve the food. Thank you so much, Uthman. We appreciate it.
Chef, what's the secret to making a light and fluffy and cloudy pita bread? This is so light. Feel that?
So we let it proof for
So
quite a
good.
bit.
Did it prove?
So it's a dough that's made from scratch, and then we let it proof.
Okay, all right. So the best thing is to just rip it open.
Rip it
and then
open.
stuff it with your favorite.
Stuff it, dip it, however you want to enjoy.
Stuff it, dip it, do whatever you want. All right. There you go.
Any cuisine where you can. Also, I wanted to ask: is it tradition to eat with your hands in Saudi?
Yes, in Saudi it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's all just family sharing, enjoy with your hands.
Okay.
As simple as it can possibly be.
All right. Just a reminder, chef. This is the hummus,
Yes.
right? Just tell us what is in it, how you made it. You don't have to give out all your secrets, but the main ingredients, of course.
So we make our hummus with dry chickpeas. So we soak them overnight, we cook them, we blend them, we finish them off with some olive oil, some sumac, Palestinian sumac to be exact, and some chickpeas.
And this is, remind us again, Arabic coffee.
Arabic coffee, yes.
Okay. Is there a significance to the spice blend that's in here?
So the spice blend, saffron, cardamom, I think that just gives it the flavor profile that's very unique and associated with Saudi.
Oh, it smells amazing. Listen, if you're a coffee
We
lover,
love it.
if you're a coffee lover, you'll love this. So I can't necessarily drink coffee, so Mmatsheko is going to have to be my taste buds.
Are you not allowed to? Okay.
Yeah, you're going to have to let me know.
Are we okay? How do we
we
traditionally do we
cheers?
cheers? Do we?
You
No.
want to say?
No cheers.
So you could
Oh,
the
the
dates in front of you.
yes, don't
There we
forget
go.
the date.
Okay, so these are medjool dates.
Yes.
Medjool dates.
Okay.
We need your
So that is your sugar for your coffee.
Yes.
Okay.
So
Chef,
you take a sip, you take a bite.
I think we can share a date.
these are pitted dates. Or
There's a pit in there.
There's a
in
pit.
there, all right.
Medjool dates are the whole thing.
All right,
Date first and then coffee.
Coffee first.
Coffee first. Okay, there we go. Go for it. Let me know how it tastes. Oh, that looks amazing. That looks delicious. And then, of course, the date. Mmatsheko forgets that she's a presenter. She must tell you how she's feeling, how she's tasting. There's a whole
The
flavor
expression
bomb
tells
in
you.
your mouth right now.
This is actually really delicious.
Thank you.
I love the spices. Cardamom, cinnamon,
saffron.
Oh,
really good.
Thank you.
Well done.
Tell us about saffron again. You mentioned that it's the most expensive. Is it a herb? What is it? Herb.
It's a spice.
It's a spice.
Most expensive spice in the world.
Yeah.
What makes it so unique?
It's very rare.
Okay. And then we have
You have mutabal.
mutabal.
So mutabal is a eggplant dip. So we roast our eggplants directly on the fire, and then we mix it up with some yogurt and tahini.
Okay.
Tahini would be the sesame seed paste.
Yes,
eh?
exactly that.
Yeah.
There's a smokiness there. What is the smoky? What am
We
I?
grill our eggplants directly onto our fire.
Love the smoky element there. Okay, that's delicious. Then we've got
So
the
good.
the baba ganoush. Baba ganoush. Baba ganoush. Tell us what's in the baba ganoush.
So very similar to the mutabal, it's also roasted on our fire directly.
Yes.
And then we mix it up with a bit of a salsa. So there's peppers, tomatoes, mint, spring onion, lemon.
Okay. So I'm currently on the website, which anybody can visit if you want to get a sense of whispers of Diriyah and the Arabic cuisine that's been served there. Walk us through the menu. Obviously, you've bought some examples of the dips and the pita bread and the traditional coffee drinking as part of the feast and the ceremony. What else is on the menu, especially the main menu, that people can look forward to?
So we've got our 3 menus for Ramadan. We've got suhoor, which is our breakfast menu.
Okay.
Then we've got our iftar, which is the main menu for the breaking of fast. So that will include our dips, some soup, 4 main courses featuring lamb kursan, chicken kabsa, and our desserts. And then we have our tarawih menu, which is just a full-on sweet menu with just little tasters of all sweet things from Saudi.
Okay. This baba ganoush is it's very light in.
Do you like that more than this?
I enjoyed the hummus.
And what about? Which one's your favorite?
This baba ganoush sort of tastes similar to a palate cleanser. I feel like my palate is being cleansed right now. It's not heavy on spice or on seasoning. It's proper. And I think with all the food that you're eating here, you need something that makes it balanced. And that baba ganoush is doing the things. 9 minutes before 2 p.m. Central African time. Apologies if I'm eating in your face. Let's take a quick breather. When we get back, we get into the desserts, the sweeter side of the menu.
Yummy.
The sound of Africa is evolving. Experience our new mobile app. Free to download, free to connect.
Zilipendwa na Abedi Jean de la Croix.
Historia msikilizaji ya Valentine Day au siku ya wapendanao ilianzia katika nyakati za kale za dola la Roma. Watafiti wengi wa historia wanaamini kuwa siku hii inahusishwa na sherehe za kipagani zilizokuwa zikifanyika kila mwaka katikati ya mwezi Februari. Msikilizaji, sherehe hizo zilijulikana kama Lupercalia na zilifanyika kuadhimisha uzazi, upendo na mwanzo wa majira ya kuchipua.
Zilipendwa kila Jumamosi kuanzia saa 12 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati hadi saa 1 kamili majira ya Afrika ya Kati.
Channel Africa, your voice, your sound, and your home. Stay locked right here.
Looks delicious. 8 minutes before 2 p.m. Central African time. If you are having your lunch right now, you must be the most envious human being alive, because you're tuned into Channel Africa, The Upside. You are locked in on our social media platform at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. And you're seeing all these delicacies, and you're like, wow, all I brought to work today is bologna and cheese. Let's walk you through this menu very quickly. Chef Ezra from Park Hyatt, Whispers of Daria. She's brought us some pita bread, right? She's brought us some hummus, right? She's brought us some baba ganoush.
No, these baba ganoush.
She's brought us some baba ganoush. And she's also brought us this, wow, what
this is called.
This is a red something.
That is so delicious.
Chef, just remind us what this is, this red.
It's called muhammara.
Muhammara.
So it's red pepper and tomato dip.
This
if I was going to have another daughter, she'd be named Muhammara. Really. So delicious.
That is delicious. Just what is in it? What is in it? There's a sweetness to it. There's it's a flavor bomb, and it's absolutely delicious. What is in it?
So roasted red peppers.
Okay.
And then the sweetness you're getting is pomegranate molasses.
Okay.
Pomegranate molasses. Okay. Then we've got the final one. The final dip that we have there. What is that one called?
This one.
Mutabal.
Mutabal. All right. Have you tried it?
Yeah.
You've tried it as well.
Have I?
Yes, you did.
Okay. Well, let's try it again. Let's try it again for the camera.
Again.
For the camera. Yeah.
For the people.
Mm-hmm.
For the seats at the back.
Yes. Oh, yes, I tried this one. Yes. Very nice indeed. Let's get into the desserts, the sweet stuff. What do we have on offer?
Okay, so we've got similar to Turkish delight, just flavored with lychee and rose. We've got milk cake. We've got almond basbousa, which is flavored with almonds and saffron. Dubai chocolate cake, and then traditional baklava.
Okay, so we've got that. We've got, let's see. Mmatsheko,
so which one is the most popular dessert of the ones that you've brought?
I think it would either be between the Dubai chocolate cake, I think, because everyone's very familiar with that.
Yes.
And also baklava, everyone's very familiar with that as well.
Okay.
Okay. Do you want to try?
Can I pass you one of
Do you
these?
want to try? Oh, thank you very much. All right.
Is that a Turkish delight or something?
Yes.
What is that?
Looks like a Turkish delight. Okay. Shall we try it?
Okay, I'm just going to try this one because it's already in my hand.
Try the big one. Yes. Ooh. Oh. Oh. A Turkish delight is very delightful. Okay. And that sponge, that big one, the tall one.
Yes, so it's like a milk cake. So it's served in like condensed milk. Yeah, so it would be very sweet as well.
It is very sweet and delicious.
Okay. All right, and then we've got the...
Try the baklava.
The
It's like
baklava.
there's a lot of pistachio and a lot of phyllo dough.
Yes.
Right?
Love pistachio. Love the phyllo pastry over here. delicious. It is on the sweet side. Definitely on the sweet side. So if you've got a sweet tooth, you'll love that one. And then the chocolate cake, that is chocolate and
Pistachio.
with gold.
With gold leaf, yes.
With a gold leaf on it. Oh, yes. All right. I'm going to try it. One second. Do you want to try the...
I mean, being from Saudi Arabia and the cuisine, it's just, it is very luxurious.
Yes.
What is the story behind, the quality of ingredients, the luxurious experience of eating, and really just not skimping on anything, making sure that you use, good ground flours and, good quality nuts and spices and that sort of thing.
Yeah, I think it goes back in the day when it was ruled by the empire and you've got your kings there, and it was just about serving them and giving them the best quality of everything they had on hand.
Okay. Chef, how can we get in touch with you? Obviously, no doubt, go to Park Hyatt. How can we get in touch with you? You are a chef. You've got a budding career ahead of you. You're really doing amazing things. Are you on social media? Can people consult you, get in touch with you for some advice in the kitchen? How can they get in touch with you?
I do have social media. I have a chef account on Instagram.
Nice.
So it's chef_easy. And then you can also always find me at the Park Hyatt.
At the Park Hyatt. And you open Monday to Sunday?
Monday to Sunday, fully operational hours.
Amazing. Chef, it's been an honor. Thank you so much. And I think just as we close the conversation, when breaking a fast, like you would during Ramadan, sunrise to sunset, how do you break the fast? Is this because I would imagine, and I speak from my own experience, I'm like, if I have been fasting, I become a ravenous bull, and I want to eat everything. Okay, how do you then balance that and ensure that you are not going above and beyond yourself?
So you actually break it very gracefully. We break it with water and dates.
Water and dates?
Yes.
Yes, to give your digestion a bit of a,
yes,
a kickstart. You can't have steak, egg and chips. That's not going to work.
So that's also how we believe our Prophet Muhammad broke his fast. So we like to follow in those footsteps.
Okay.
It's also very good nutritionally for you as well. And then the rest is up to you. It depends how people like to eat.
Okay. Yeah. Chef, this has been educational.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
This has been delicious. Thank you so much for being here. Chef Isra, join her and go to a restaurant, Whispers of Daria, at the Park Hyatt Hotel in Johannesburg. We're going to enjoy the meal, the food. Again, if you are watching this and you're enjoying your lunch, it's not as delicious, I apologize.
Baby, follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, with your coca body. Follow my command, like zombie. Go down on me, with your coca body. This your milky for front enough for me. Hold on for me, I no go do me corny. And if you're milky na fighty, I saw me to look. Baby, kona, waka, waka, when you enter Malicha. Baby, kona, will you give me sugar, wala, Macho Mona Lisa, Macho Mona Lisa, Macho Mona Lisa.
It's gone 2 p.m. Central African time. Ladies and gentlemen, we've entered the second hour, the golden hour of The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African perspective, with me, Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. We'll continue with our Travel Wednesday after we get the latest news.
SABC News. The African perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo. Looking at your top stories, Ethiopia officially launches the country's first totally unmanned smart police service, and Sri Lanka sends rescue for 30 Iranian sailors. your latest news. Greetings to our listeners. In a bid to expedite efforts to reduce crime, Ethiopia has officially launched the country's first totally unmanned smart police service. The smart police station is part of a broader move to change how citizens interact with the state. National strategy launched last year, known as Digital Ethiopia 2030, is the government's blueprint for digitizing public services from identity systems and payments to courts and public administrations. There is no front desk, no bench of anxiously waiting civilians, no officer calling out names, but a large monitor on the wall cycle through a welcome message as well as images of the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed. Meanwhile, the Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has accused the authorities in the northern Tigray region of preparing for war. Ahmed says the Tigray People's Liberation Front is diverting state funds to sustain its forces. He warned of grave consequences if the party escalated matters. The BBC's Richard Kagoi.
The accusations from Ethiopia's Prime Minister highlight rising tensions in Tigray. Abiy Ahmed accuses the regional authorities of diverting funds meant for development, including revenue from gold mining, to buy weapons. He insists his government does not want to return to war, but the Tigray People's Liberation Front has pushed back. It accuses the federal government of deploying troops near Tigray's borders in preparation for fresh fighting. Analysts warn that the stalled implementation of a peace deal that ended the war 4 years ago are straining an already fragile peace in northern Ethiopia.
South Africa's former Minister of International Relations and Cooperation, Naledi Pandor, has thrown her weight behind President Cyril Ramaphosa's call for restraint amidst escalating tension in Iran. Pandor was speaking to Channel Africa at a two-day national conference on human rights, border management and responsible migration, hosted by the South African Human Rights Commission in Johannesburg. Pandor also criticized what she describes as breaches of international law and the undermining of the United Nations Charter. She expressed disappointment over an attack led by Israel and supported by the United States, saying it disrupted ongoing negotiations between Washington and Tehran.
Well, I support President Ramaphosa's statement and call for restraint and for cessation of hostilities. I think it's very disappointing that there was a process of discussion and negotiation underway between the United States of America and Iran, and then there's this attack led by Israel, supported by the United States of America. This is a great pity. The world doesn't require more conflict. And I think we need to be working more at peace and security.
South Africa's former National Prosecuting Authority Director of Public Prosecutions, Advocate Anton Ackerman, has described the former President Thabo Mbeki's approach to the investigation and prosecution of Truth and Reconciliation Commission cases as manipulative. He was testifying before the TRC Cases Inquiry in Newtown, Johannesburg. The inquiry is probing efforts or attempts to stop the prosecution and investigation of the apartheid-era violations. Ackerman says Mbeki's auction reflects the saying that the ends justify the means.
The end that President Mbeki was so desperately seeking was some accommodation of many of those who did not take part in the TRC process. The means that he used to achieve this end was unconstitutional. It was also morally questionable. This was a process embarked by the Amnesty Task Team, the draft enmity bill, and ultimately the amendments to the TRC prosecuting policy, which became effective on 1st December 2005. That amounted to a rerun of the amnesty process.
Sri Lanka says it has sent ships and aircrafts to rescue 30 Iranian sailors from a frigate just outside the island's territorial waters. A frigate is a warship used for scouting and escorting other vessels. The foreign minister told Parliament that a distress signal from the vessel Iris Dana was received at dawn. The BBC's Azadeh Moshiri.
Sri Lanka has said the vessel was carrying 180 Iranian personnel on board and that the rescued sailors have been taken to a hospital in the Sri Lankan port of Galle. Sri Lanka's Ministry of Defence told BBC Sinhala that the distress call was received from the IRIS Dena while in danger in a maritime trade zone. An opposition MP asked whether the ship had been attacked as part of the US-Israel war with Iran, but there's been no official cause disclosed. The rescue operation will add to concerns that the conflict is having far-reaching consequences. Sri Lanka's Air Force has told BBC Sinhala it is now conducting surveillance operations in the area.
Recapping on your top stories, in a bid to expedite efforts to reduce crime, Ethiopia has officially launched the country's first totally unmanned smart police service. The smart police station is part of a broader move to change how citizens interact with the state. Channel Africa News, I'm Onele Nsinsi.
SABC News. The African Perspective. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.
7 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African Time. It's the second hour, the golden hour of The Upside, your gateway to the good life on Channel Africa, the African Perspective, with me, Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito, coming to you live from the Auckland Park Studios in Johannesburg, South Africa. Stream us live on social media at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube, and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. Happy Wednesday, Mmatsheko Mosito. What's coming up in this hour?
Well, in happy new developments, South Africa's tourism industry finds itself in a very powerful and privileged position as the country takes part in the ITB Berlin 2026. And this is a very interesting space when we look at travel, trade exhibitions, and also looking at other milestones when it comes to South Africa's travel and tourism space. Following a record of 10.5 million international arrivals in the year 2025 here in South Africa. So, guess who had a conversation with the Deputy Minister of Tourism, Maggie Sotyu? Maggie Sotyu is Tebogo Lekhuleni had a conversation with the Deputy Minister to unpack these happy new developments. So that's coming to in this half hour.
And I've been living fast life, but I see it in slow. Oh no, and you see my lifestyle, I got G's in the double. See many people there outside where they feed man's oboe. Oh no, and me I stand the defender like Joseph Yobo. But girl say she want Netflix and chill, so I chatty get even warning. If you fall in love, Kelly satin. You go to breakfast, I'm not capping. Can you see dripple, I'm not catching. I'm not faking this, no fugazi. You see these feelings, I'm not catching. I'm a quest and feet, I just want it. Happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night. Happiness. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night. FNESS, if it be the reason why your baba wanna jealous me. If you want to take up serious, I do top speed. No fit to resonate, I'm on a different frequency. I don't think it's necessary. I be done with somebody that could do like me. When I be like Musala coming off the right wing, I cut to your defender, you no need to tell me. I'm a horse, finesse. You know, say me, I must not. Now you can let I go carry go. If me, I got money past you. If you're not careful, finesse. You know, send me a must not. Like a I go carry go. If me, I got money past you. If you're not careful, business. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night. Business. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. All I care for the night. If I broke, now my business. I'ma show you, you go right. I care for the night. Finesse. If I broke, now my business. All I can know is go bright, do shit.
10 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African Time. Feels featuring BNXN. The song is titled Finesse. When this song came out, everyone lost their minds. It was like, what is this? What kind of music is this? Until this day, it's kind of become timeless, hasn't it? 11 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African Time. My conversation with the Deputy Minister of Tourism in South Africa is coming up next, as they're currently at in Berlin for a tourism forum. It's considered the World Olympics when it comes to tourism events, and hosting the best of the countries around the world to showcase what they have to offer. Don't go anywhere.
Midday vibes, great programming, and good company. This is Channel Africa.
Je, una jambo lolote akilini mwako? Je, una shauku kuhusu maswala muhimu? Na je, una maoni ambayo unataka yasikike? Kweli, hili jukwaa ni la kwako. Piga simu au tuandikie kwenda WhatsApp namba alama ya kujumulisha 2760552594 na tutakupigia simu.
Mtangazaji wa habari zetu za Afrika Kusini mjini Johannesburg.
Hivyo unaweza kuwa mshirika kwenye matangazo yetu. Sio mazungumzo tu, ni fursa yako ya kuchangia maoni yako na kushirikiana na jumuiya ya wasikilizaji wanaotamani mtazamo wako. Tufuate kwenye mitandao ya kijamii. Tembelea tovuti yetu www.channelafrica.co.za na uwe tayari kushiriki na kuchangia maoni yako kwenye Channel Africa. Channel Africa, mtazamo wa Kiafrika.
Tebogo and Mmatsheko on the upside.
Start a relationship and be the only one I'm dealing with, yeah. It doesn't have to be too complicated. Darling, I know you like the simple things. Like a board full of cheese or a day by the beach. I just thought
Oh man. 15 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African Time. Una Rams coming through with I Like You. Well, his is, I really, really like you. It's so cute, isn't
That
it?
is such a cute song.
Oh, man. Still live on social media where we are streaming so you can see our lovely studio, our amazing guests. If you just missed out on our chef edition, please go to www.channelafrica.co.za to relive some of these moments, or go to YouTube at Channel Africa and at Channel Africa 1. All right, we're going to revisit a conversation that I had earlier today with the Deputy Minister of Tourism. They are in Berlin, if I'm not mistaken, from the 3rd up until the 5th of March. And theirs is very simple, to go and wave the South African flag and invite even more internationals to invest in South Africa, to come and visit South Africa and explore its beauty, right? And we said earlier that there was a record-breaking number of visitors that we had in South Africa in the year 2025, right? 10.5 million people, 10.5 million people, international visitors. That's an insane amount of people. They are currently at the ITB Berlin 2026, and I got a chance to chat with her to find out what lies ahead for South African tourism as they share their story and as they invite the rest of the world and Africa to visit South Africa. Deputy Minister, thank you so much for your time. Let's talk about the significance of the recent finding that over 10.5 million international visitors came to South Africa. For you, what do you think drove this interest in South Africa over the year 2025?
As South Africans, even yourself, I think you also have a part to play in that, because everyone around the world wants to come to South Africa. By its nature, South Africa is a loving nation. South Africa is the one that is marketing ourselves around the world, so that much of the people should come and visit in South Africa. But you must also remember that we had many international events in our country. Just to mention the big one, which is the G20, that we hosted late last year, which then we believe that they also contributed to the large number of people that visited our country. And we also believe that even now in 2026, because of the line of the events, international events that we'll be hosting as a country, I'm sure that we are going to exceed that 10.5 million, of course, with your assistance.
Of course, it's such a major milestone. It's a record-breaking number. No such international visitors have come to South Africa. Talk to us then about the impact of places like the ITB Berlin, where you are right now, in telling the story of South Africa and inviting the world to come to South Africa.
You know, Tebogo is for the first time that I'm part of ITB, but it's such an amazing event or space. And also the fact that many of the countries that are here, we have more than 180 countries, and each and every trade partner wants to meet with us as South Africans. We have already met with, I think, 3 countries so far. And today we're meeting with another group again until end of the day today, because they want to come to South Africa, they want to visit South Africa, and they want to invest to South Africa. Therefore, it's up to us as South Africans to make sure that we make it happen by way of selling the positive of our country. Because you know that many people always say negative things about South Africa, but we are trying to tell the world that it's not true. Come to South Africa, come and experience it yourself. Don't just go around and hear that there are bad things that are happening. No one will go to South Africa. I mean, 10.5 million. I had a meeting yesterday with Kenya. They said, South Africa, we want to know, how do we do it? Because 2024, it was 8.9 million. Now it's 10.5 million. What magic are you using as South Africans? But at its nature, South Africans, everyone wants to come to South Africa and invest. You know that we have a challenge as South Africans. The main challenge that we have as government is the issue of the unemployment, especially unemployment of young people. And all the countries that we met, they have interest, they want to come to South Africa, they want to invest in South Africa, which then we believe and think that there will be some sort of employment that will happen in our country. to grow the economy, especially when it comes to tourism.
Deputy Minister, as you're talking about the different countries, were you shocked to see the sharp rise in German internationals coming to South Africa?
Oh yes, oh yes, oh yes. Since I indicated to you that I thought it's it's a myth, understand? But when I saw this sharp number of Germans growing into South Africa, and also the fact that they are hosting us here in South Africa, we are meeting almost every day with them, especially the trade partners, and all of them, the majority of them, they feel that things will still happen. They're still looking forward to come to South Africa. As you can see what is happening around the world, South Africa is the safest place where you can invest or where you can also visit.
All right, well, we'll continue the conversation in reflecting back with that moment with the Deputy Minister of Tourism in South Africa. 21 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African time. Let's take a quick breather.
As Africa renews, so does its voices. 60 years of Channel Africa. Channel Africa is evolving, and so are you. Stay connected wherever you are with our brand new website and mobile app. Stream your favorite shows, catch up on African news, culture, and conversations, all at your fingertips.
Africa is just a tap away.
Your world, your stories, now on the go.
Stay connected wherever you are.
Visit channelafrica.co.za or download the Channel Africa app today. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Your afternoons just got even better, fresh and exciting. The Upside, hooking you up with today's news from an African perspective.
And that's what they think, and that's what they believe in.
And you mentioned earlier about job creation and the opportunities that these international visitors add to the tourism sector of South Africa. You've brought with you there in Berlin a couple of SMMEs. Tell us about how you went about selecting them and the role that they play in telling the South African story.
You know, it's just an unbelievable, and also the quality that they brought of these SMMEs that are here is just amazing. The process was, it was advertised in order for them then to apply, you understand that? And they did, of course, apply, and the majority did qualify to come and sell their product. And they are so excited because some of them, those who managed to bear the cost themselves, they managed to come, and we give credit to those. But there are those that we felt that they are very good and we need to assist them to market their product. But unfortunately, they did not have means to come to Berlin. Hence, the government took a decision that we are going to pay for these people in order for them to be able to be here today. And they really appreciated that.
I can only imagine that, more and more SMMEs will produce more job opportunities.
Exactly.
I was looking at the list of provinces that are there. You've got Gauteng represented, KZN represented. Minister, are we going to see, hopefully in the future, representation from the other provinces? About Northern Cape, we didn't see much of them, but I'm pretty sure there are hidden gems there that we just don't know about.
You know, Tebogo, I'm happy that you mentioned that, and while I'm sitting next to the guys here, because that was my concern from day one. My own province is not here. I come from the Free State. The Free State is not here. And then I wanted to know to them, what strategy do they use in recruiting these SMMEs? And then I was told, and then I said to them, no. There is something that is lacking here. Information, campaign, we need to have a campaign. We need to go to provinces and meet with these structures, that is the tourism structures and organizations that are there, and then spread the message. Because some of them, I know, many of them, especially we mentioned Northern Cape, the Free State, and then Northwest, Northwest, for instance, we know that Northwest is a tourist destination, but we don't have Northwest here. So those issues that you are asking me are exactly the issues that I discussed with my guys yesterday. I said, immediately when we go back to South Africa, the first thing that we need to, in preparation now for next year, we need to start now so that we accommodate everyone. We start with those small provinces that we have just mentioned and make sure that they also participate in this amazing events.
There's a program that sort of provides incentive. It's called TIP, Do you mind telling us a bit more about TIP and how small businesses can get involved in such programs so that they can be visible to the world?
You know, Tebogo, most of these programs, I'm happy that you mentioned the issue of the programs, because besides TIP, we have many programs, especially when it comes to empowering them with funding and all those things, giving them grants in order for them to grow their businesses. One thing that one has discovered is that because the department is not dealing with this directly, we have implementing agencies that are doing that on behalf of the department. What we do, we transfer funds to those implementing agencies that falls under the Department of Small Business Development. But what then I discovered is that it's not everyone, like what you have just said about other provinces, it's not everyone who's benefiting in that. They do apply like any other person, but most of the time you'll be told that they don't qualify. And then when you look at the reasons why they don't qualify, they're not even told what is the problem. What is it that you did not do right in order for you not to qualify? And then one discovered that the entity that we are using is the one that we have given an opportunity to come up with the requirements. But when you look at those requirements, then you discover that these requirements are too high. They are set too high for our small SMMEs, if I might call them that way. And then at the end, the guys that will benefit are the ones who are well off. You understand? Now we said that from now onwards, when we go back, we need to look at those requirements so that each and everyone who qualifies must then participate or must benefit out of TIF and also the transformation fund. And then we've got so many funds that we have in the department that is being implemented by other implementing agencies, but our people don't benefit because of the high qualifications that they need from them. So we are going to rework that out and make sure that they understand that. And I still emphasize on the issue of campaign. The department need to go out, SAT need to go out, campaign, and make sure that our people understand what is it that they need to do. And also this kind of monies, we can't afford that at each and every end of financial year, we are sending money back to the government coffers, back to National Treasury, because it was not used, whilst our people are suffering, especially small businesses. Because these people are employing a lot of people. You know, we have small businesses here who are employing about 70 people, 70. When I say 70, 50, 51, so I think the smallest has got about 5, 6, you know, and those people, we still refer to them as small business. When are they going to grow? They need to grow. They can't always be referred to as SMMEs. They need to grow now and well established. Then government must just assist them and monitor whether the monies that we are using is the value for money. And then we'll be happy as government.
Deputy Minister, I'm glad that you brought it up, and I'm glad that it's going to be a priority of yours, because you are sharing that there's so many funding models and programs that
We'll continue as we reflect on the conversation that I had earlier with the Deputy Minister of Tourism in South Africa. I think the thing that stood out for me was that very last point that she raised, saying that they need to do more in campaigning and marketing as the tourism department to help out small businesses, because they've got the programs. They've got the means to help them out to grow their businesses, to create job opportunities and help us reduce the unemployment rate. And it got me thinking that how many other departments, you know, struggle to share, market, campaign. How many programs are there in certain government institutions that we're not aware of? Is it just a matter of us raising more awareness and marketing it better so that these small businesses can be helped out?
We've got to sort that out and urgently. So I guess for anyone who's in a privileged position to be able to do something, you know, this is the opportunity to help the government. Clearly they need help, you know, to really identify spaces where these funds can be used. It is 2:30.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
It's a very good afternoon from the sports desk. I am Mosibu Dimakura with your latest sports news and the Sawa. Markram, the captain of the South African T20 World Cup side, has warned his team against underestimating New Zealand in the semi-finals of the ICC T20 World Cup, saying they have the quality to cause an upset when they meet in Delhi today. So South Africa got the better of the Black Caps in the group stages of the competition by 7 wickets. One are rather on the way to 100% winning record heading into the knockout phase. Markram, who top scored with 86 not out in that game, says a lot has happened since then and their opponents have proven their mettle at this year's tournament.
Quality team, New Zealand. They've proved that over many years now, and we had a good run out against them in the group stages, but both teams have played a lot of cricket since then, and it's a completely fresh start tomorrow, and it being a semi-final, which is exciting as well. So I don't think it's as straightforward as just being able to repeat that again. A lot of variables in this game, but the boys are very excited for the opportunity to play in a semi-final against a good team like New Zealand, and we'll try to bring our best game to the front again.
Markram says although this is a must-win match for them, they will be keeping things simple and sticking to what has worked for them so far at this year's tournament. He also added they have to trust in the things they have done at this year's tournament that has allowed them to do well and not change anything in this match against New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out tomorrow night. None of us do, but you can look at it through various different lenses. If you want to look at it through that, then I don't think you'd be a very clever man if you're sitting in our change room. I think you want to look at it from a side where you bring in a lot of confidence into a must-win game, and a lot of trust in the plans and the things that we've been doing well. So it's as simple as that for us. We're not trying to do anything different tomorrow. Keep hammering away at the things that we've done well and that have got us here, and if we can execute that well again tomorrow, we stand a chance.
We'll stay with cricket news. Pakistan Cricket Board have announced a 15-member squad for the upcoming 3-match ODI series against Bangladesh that is set to be played in Dhaka. That's from the 11th to the 15th of March. Now, top order batter Babar Azam has been left out of the squad. The 31-year-old had a below-par ICC T20 World Cup where he just managed 91 runs from 4 outings with the bat. Beyond his difficulties in T20 internationals, the former Pakistan skipper also saw his ODI form dip in 2025. Managing 544 runs across 17 innings at an average of 34. Now, left-arm quick Shaheen Shah Afridi will continue as the captain of the team, leading a group that features 6 uncapped players: Abdul Samad Mayaz Sadit, Mohammad Ghazi Gori, Saad Masood, Sahidzada Fahan, as well as Shamil Hussain, all having earned their maiden caps for Pakistan. Now, Fahan's call-up comes also on the back of the historic T20 campaign at the World Cup, where he smashed 382 runs, which is the highest in a singles campaign at a men's T20 World Cup event. US President Donald Trump has said he does not care if Iran take part in this upcoming 2026 FIFA World Cup tournament. Now, Trump's comments come amid USA and Israeli strikes on Iran, which he responded by launching attacks on US-allied states in the Gulf in an escalating conflict. Now, the USA is co-hosting the World Cup, which takes place between the 11th of June and the 19th of July, along with Canada as well as Mexico. Iran have qualified for a 4th consecutive World Cup and are scheduled to open their World Cup campaign against New Zealand as well as Belgium in Los Angeles before their final group game against Egypt in Seattle. The country did not pull out of the competition at the last event, when the USA bombed 3 nuclear facilities in the country. But with more than a serious current upheaval, the head of Iran's Football Federation has reportedly now cast doubt on their participation in the upcoming T20 World Cup, or rather the FIFA World Cup. And finally, players on WTA Tour offered a range of opinions on Tuesday on the idea of women's matches becoming best of 5 sets from the quarterfinals onwards at Grand Slam events, a concept backed by newly named USA Tennis Association CEO Craig Tiley. Now, women's tennis consists of best of 3 set matches, while men matches are at the Grand Slam events are usually the best of 5. Now, Tilly, the long-time head of Australian Open, renowned for championing innovation in the sport, has argued that research shows interest grows as much as it goes on. So Iga Swiatek, who won 6 major events, did not understand why the sport would want to make matches longer in an era of ever-shrinking attention spans. She also voiced her concerns that there could be a dip in quality as players get tired. At the same time, Australian Open champion Lina Rebakina also echoed Swiatek's concerns regarding that issue. And that's a wrap from the Sports Desk at the Sawa. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, do send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us. The newsroom line is +27 11714 4459. I'm back with more sports news in the next hour. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Mosibu.
There aren't many countries on
I am Mosibu Dimakura. Apologies for that.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. Keep Africa in your hands. Connect to our website for all your news, sports, and cultural updates. channelafrica.co.za. Are you fluent in French, Chinyanja, Portuguese, and Kiswahili? Are you passionate about radio? And are you looking to work in South Africa? Do you have papers that qualify you to work in South Africa? In that case, we might have an opportunity for you to work for Channel Africa. Send us your CV and demo at newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Remember, if you don't hear from us within 14 days, it means you have not made it or you have not been selected. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Mmatsheko Mosito and Tebogo Lekhuleni on the upside.
37 minutes after 2 p.m. Central African time. Remember yesterday during What Caught Your Eye, I was telling the story of Mr. Tendenism and that there was a battle for his trademark, that Tendenism, with the place he used to work at. He has won the war. He has won the battle. He now officially owns the right to Tendenism. I love that. I love a feel-good story. Anyway, let's get the latest in business. Chanduko Likeke standing by.
Business news on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo, and good afternoon. South African President Cyril Ramaphosa says public finance alone cannot fund all of Africa's infrastructure needs. He referred to the significance of a 10-year Africa Energy Infrastructure Investment Plan that requires buy-in from the private sector. Ramaphosa says energy assets require large upfront capital. He was the keynote speaker at the 18th Annual Africa Energy Indaba in Cape Town in the Western Cape Province.
There aren't many countries on our continent who, from their fiscus, would be able to dole out money for big-ticket energy projects. And that is why the private sector, financial entities in the world, DFIs and others, and banks and so on, needs to come in because they will be investing in an economic asset.
A survey by the Merchant Bank shows that South African business confidence climbed 3 points in the first quarter, helped by a stable government, supportive interest rate, environment and foreign exchange rate tailwinds. Business confidence stood at 47 points in the quarter, marking the best reading since 2015, excluding the post-COVID recovery. The survey by the Rand Merchant Bank, RMB, was compiled by the Bureau of Economic Research. Isam Mhlanga, the chief economist at RNB, says geopolitical developments largely beyond South Africa's control remain top of mind for many businesses. President Cyril Ramaphosa has mirrored those concerns when he warned that the conflict in the Middle East was already putting strain on the African continent's supply chains and causing higher energy prices. Another new CEO of Aspen Pharmacare, Stephen Saad, says the company aims to secure sub-Saharan African approval for Eli Lilly's blockbuster weight loss drug Mounjaro as early as this year, capitalizing on soaring regional demand for obesity treatments. South Africa-based Aspen's push to register Mounjaro across the region signals its bid to become a key manufacturing and distribution partner for global drug makers eyeing one of the last major untapped markets for GLP-1 weight loss treatments, and GLP-1 treatments are not yet widely available in the continent, offering both growth potential and a test of how quickly drugs can reach lower-income countries. Airlines are closely monitoring the impact of ongoing clashes in the Middle East, with most flights in the region remaining largely grounded. Aviation analysts warn that a prolonged disruption could spell disaster for the sector. Qatar Airways says its operations remain temporarily suspended following the total closure of Qatari airspace, while Emirates is operating only a limited number of repatriation flights, with all over services to and from Dubai on hold. The situation is also driving a surge in global oil and gas prices, which is expected to push jet fuel costs higher. Aviation expert Lyndon Burns has described the situation in the Middle East as the worst travel chaos, but maintains it does not come close to the COVID-19 pandemic.
I think where it's going to be, and the pain isn't just felt, yes, it's accentuated in the Gulf, but it's even felt in countries like South Africa, where you have local airlines that rely on passenger feed and defeed onto those carriers that are flying through the Gulf onto other places. The connecting traffic.
Volvo car sales volumes fell 10% in the 3 months through February due to trade tariffs and other market headwinds, but sales of fully electric cars jumped. In a statement, Volvo Cars, which is majority owned by China's Geely Holding, says it sold almost 157,000 cars in the period. Volumes for fully electric models increased 18% to account for 25% of all cars sold. Sales for the period were weighed down by tough market conditions impacted by tariffs and unfavorable regulatory developments, especially in the U.S. $1 in Nigeria is trading at 1,000 naira 373, Botswana 13 pula 17, Kenya 128 shilling 241, Zambia 19 kwacha 140. BRICS countries, $1 in Brazil, 5 real 22, Russia 77 rubles 509, India 91 rupee 95, China 6 yuan 90, South Africa 16 rand 34 cents. $1 is 74 pence to the British pound, 85 to the euro. Commodities, gold is at $5,157, platinum at $2,125 per ounce. The price of Brent crude oil at $82.63 a barrel. That is all for now. For any business stories you'd like to share with us, please send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za, or you can call us on +27 11 714 4459. For Channel Africa Business, I am Chanduko Ligege.
Business news on Channel Africa. The African perspective. Broadcasting in 5 different languages, connecting the continent. This is Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Ritmos e cultura. Com Jacob Tivani.
E os ouvintes do Ritmos e Cultura, hoje em linha com uma das grandezas da música moçambicana, por que não? Ele que é um dos kings da marrabenta, Bermuda in the building.
É um prazer enorme estar a fazer parte deste programa. Deixe-me só saudar. Boa tarde a todos os ouvintes que me ouvem neste preciso momento. Meu nome é Bermuda, Dialau Fanelo Estarapo, Gajo Jaguta Fanhela Mabiscato. Eu vou saudar de uma maneira diferente. Tita Buia Mwanango, Tiduma Tifika Giane. Tita Buia Mwanango, Tiduma Tifika Giane. Ani motive lo ababa yena otiva mina haikonama. Ani motive lo anona yena otiva wahimbo watwa. Cá estou eu, irmão, para conversarmos, para falarmos pouco de tudo. Estou aqui, estou aberto. Eu estou muito feliz porque é a primeira vez que eu falo nesta rádio, falo para os ouvintes, então estou muito feliz.
Ritmos e cultura com Jacob Tivani. Todos os domingos das 20 às 21 horas.
This is The Upside for Africa's most exciting content on the radio.
45 minutes after 2 p.m. Central Africa time, we continue reflecting on our conversation that we had with the Deputy Minister of Tourism in South Africa. They are currently in Berlin for an event that has brought about every country just to share their story and to shine a light on their countries so that other people can come and visit and invest. 10.5 million international visitors South Africa had in the year 2025. Quite the achievement. It's a record, and they're hoping that they will break that in the years to come, including in the year 2026. But first, before we go back there, our very own Usfiso Hlope, our social media specialist, celebrating a birthday today. And we wanted to say happy birthday.
We're going to sing for him properly.
I'll sing to him properly.
We're going to do it properly.
Okay, let's do it properly. You going to start?
No, we're going to do it properly after this so that we can have a moment for this and then have a moment for Hlope.
Okay, we'll do the moment for Hlope after. Let's go back.
Yes.
But as a regular South African myself, I'm not aware of a lot of them. So
Exactly.
I'm glad that you raised it, and that campaigning is going to be a focal point going forward. Let's look ahead. Opportunities. What opportunities are there for South Africa to further bolster the interest for internationals to come to South Africa? The introduction of AI technology. Talk to us about some of the opportunities that lie ahead in the tourism space.
Now that we met with the decision makers from other countries here, it was responsibility. And I'm accompanied, for instance, by the CEO of South African Tourism. Then we met with these partners, traders who are here today, and then they would come to us and how can we assist South Africa? You understand? And as South Africa, as I have said when I started, the main challenge that we have in growing our economy is job creation. Therefore, we have many of them that are prepared to go to South Africa and assist us as a country. Yesterday, I had a meeting, for instance, late yesterday with some business from Switzerland, whom then they were saying that we can assist you on the issues of skills development when it comes then to your tour operators. We have a problem with some of the tour operators. They are in different categories, and there are those that are not what we want them to be. And then we discovered then as a department that we need to skill them in some of the areas. But we have these guys who are saying that we are prepared to help you. We are prepared to go to South Africa and invest in that sector and make sure that we have credible tour operators. You understand? Once then we win that one, I'm telling you, we have many, many, many countries that will be coming to South Africa. I was telling them that one of the area, maybe I had also then to inform them, because I know that since I joined the organization, I've been to some few countries, and one of the issues that was raised with me was the issue of the safety of their tourists in South Africa. Because there was a time, for instance, in places like Port Elizabeth, where we received complaints about tourists that in some instances, somewhere where I don't want they were killed. They were so hurt, you understand, that they were robbed of their properties, and that some had to be hospitalized and all those things. And then we felt that as a country that we needed to do something. And then we established then a safety forum, which is then led by the South African Police Service together with us as Department of Tourism and other sister departments like the Department of Transport and others. So it's a forum that when I arrived at the department, they have planned it, but it was not yet functional. And now that we have decided then to pay attention in that, because even here, there were some of the countries that wanted us to assure them about the safety of their tourists. But that was not a burning issue, because we're just excited and saying that so far, the safest place that we can invest is South Africa. And it's how then we want you also then to assist us in selling our country.
And I am glad, Deputy Minister, that you are prioritizing these concerns and that you are being proactive in these cases. Your final words then, I guess, not just to the international market who want to come to South Africa and invest in South Africa, but to your fellow African countries, to invite them to come to South Africa.
Oh, yes, our fellow African countries, for instance, Tebogo, I met with them yesterday, and then they felt that they feel neglected by South Africa. We are focusing too much on Asian countries. And then I had to assure them that indeed it's not, because you know that even of the numbers that we are bragging about as a country, I'll take the 2024 numbers that we recorded as a country, which was 8 point something million, 8.9 or 8.8. 6 million was from the African continent.
Wow.
Even now, out of this 10 million, it's only that I don't have the exact number. Majority of those visitors were from the African continent. Therefore, it is very important that we have our own, we give priority to our own continent, you understand? Protect our own, you understand? Yeah. So I had a meeting with Zim, with Mozambique, with Kenya, and some we are meeting today. And for your information, in Africa, the country that is contributing more to those numbers is Nigeria. You understand? They are contributing more to those numbers. But these other countries also then, we have then created some sort of a communication line where then me as a deputy minister, I will be then visiting these other countries. And there are also some sort of agreement that were signed since January up to now with some of these African countries that we signed, where then you are going to collaborate with them when it comes then to tourism. My minister, for instance, Mr. Dalil, will be going to Angola from the 25th up to the last day of March, where he will be doing the same thing that I'm doing, collaboration, how we can work together with Angola. As you know, that some of the challenge that we had, Tebogo, was the issue of the direct flights from South Africa to these African states. I was telling them that the last time I visited Senegal, I had to travel from OR Tambo to Dubai, from Dubai back to Africa to Senegal. You understand? So then we want to deal with those issues of the routes from our country to these African states, so that we can have our own Dubai in Africa.
Absolutely. I love that. I love that. Deputy Minister, thank you so much for your time and all the best. Keep shining the South African flag bright and loudly wherever you are. And we wish you nothing but the best for the next couple of days in Berlin. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much, Tebogo. Thanks very much for having us. Thanks a lot there. Thank you.
Oh man, what a conversation. The Deputy Minister of Tourism, Mmatsheko Mosito. She was just talking about the successes that they've had as a department in the year 2025. A record 10.5 million international arrivals. Visitors came to South Africa in the year 2025. A record. Never been done before. And they are currently at the ITB Berlin Conference 2026 to further wave the flag of South Africa to the rest of the world. Oh, amazing. Let's take a quick breather. When we get back, we'll sing properly to Mr. Sfiso Hlope, who's celebrating a birthday. So if it's your birthday too, yes, we're going to be singing for you too.
Let the Upside transport you from Cape to Cairo every weekday from 2 to 5 p.m. Central African Time.
Africa, voici Abedi.
Oui, c'est moi.
Abedi est un passionné de musique dans l'âme. Il a un goût pour toutes sortes de musique et passe ses journées à écouter Channel Africa.
J'aime beaucoup la musique africaine.
Ok. Devinez quoi? Channel Africa veut aider Abedi et les mélomanes du monde entier à découvrir encore plus de musique incroyable. C'est pourquoi Channel Africa appelle les artistes africains à soumettre leur musique. Chers artistes, n'oubliez pas de nous fournir toutes vos informations pertinentes à l'email adresse musique@channelafrica.co.za. Les soumissions sont votre chance d'être entendues, mais elles ne garantissent pas une playlist. Toutes les soumissions seront soigneusement examinées pour voir si elles répondent aux exigences de notre station. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Tune in and turn up the volume. This is Channel Africa.
5 minutes before 3 p.m. Central African Time. It is the 4th of March. And on this day in 19...
Tapokauka.
Yeah?
19 Tapokauka.
Yeah. To be precise, in 19... No, actually not. Osfiso man is young, man. I think it's 2004.
Are you allowed to review people's ages on air?
2004. In 2004, on this day, Osfiso Hlope was born. He's our social media specialist and he's celebrating his birthday today. And we wanted to say happy birthday. I'm going to kick us off with the song.
Listen, can I just say, Sfiso is our social media specialist. So if you see gorgeous, beautiful photos of us online, he's part of the team that actually makes that happen. All the clippings, the strategy behind what is happening online with the station, he is definitely a part of that. So we want to say happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Sfiso. Also, happy birthday to Catherine Choo Maleka, who is part of our technical team. They share, both of them, Sfiso Hlope and Catherine Maleka, share a birthday with the late, great, iconic Mama Africa, Miriam Makeba, who also was born on this day in 1932. So it's a big celebratory day. And we had cake earlier. And coffee to celebrate.
If it's your birthday too on the 4th of March, happy birthday from us here at Channel Africa. Happy birthday, Hlope. Happy birthday to you. Let's enjoy the song.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you.
Oh man, once again, happy birthday to Sfiso Hlope, to Catherine Maleka, to you at home if it's your birthday today. The 4th of March. Happy birthday to you. We hope that the rest of the year is full of blessings and success, good health,
all the good things. They must find you. They must find you. And they must run you over. That's what you deserve this year. It's gone 3 p.m. Central African time. Hey, can you believe we've made it to the final hour of the Upside? Well, before we get into those festivities, let's get the latest news. Onelin Sins is standing by.
SABC News. The African Perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo. Migration, one of the most polarizing issues globally, and Ethiopia's northern Tigray region alleged to be preparing for war. Your latest news. Greetings to our listeners. South Africa's Human Rights Commission chairperson Reverend Chris Nissen says migration has become one of the most polarizing issues globally, increasingly exploited as a political campaign tool while it deepens into a humanitarian crisis. Nissen was speaking at the two-day National Conference on Human Rights, Border Management and Responsible Migration in Johannesburg, South Africa. The conference forms part of the Commission's constitutional mandate to promote and to protect human rights. Nissen explains.
Rising issues in our modern world, not only in the SADC region, but also on the continent, but also globally. At a political level, it has increasingly become a campaign tool for those seeking to be elected to power. At the humanitarian level, it has become a crisis. Although migration is not a modern phenomenon or challenge, it is as old as humanity itself. The speed, the complexity, and scale with which it now occurs is a modern phenomenon. This is in itself indicative of the complexity of push factors that influence people's decision to migrate.
The Ethiopian Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed has accused authorities in the northern Tigray region of preparing for war. Ahmed said the Tigray People's Liberation Front is diverting state funds to sustain its forces. He warned of grave consequences if the party escalated matters. The BBC's Richard Kagoi.
The accusations from Ethiopia's Prime Minister highlight rising tensions in Tigray. Abiy Ahmed accuses the regional authorities of diverting funds meant for development, including revenue from gold mining, to buy weapons. He insists his government does not want to return to war, but the Tigray People's Liberation Front has pushed back. It accuses the federal government of deploying troops near Tigray's borders in preparation for fresh fighting. Analysts warn that the stalled implementation of a peace deal that ended the war 4 years ago are straining an already fragile peace in northern Ethiopia.
The National Prosecuting Authority's Priority Crimes Litigation Unit was severely hamstrung by a lack of investigative capacity to take the Truth and Reconciliation Commission investigations further between 2003 and 2007. This was the testimony of Priority Crimes Litigation Unit head Anton Ackerman on the 13th day of public hearings on the TRC cases inquiry. Ackerman described to the Judicial Commission his unsuccessful attempts to get the late Police Commissioner Jackie Silebe and Scorpion's head Jeff Lidwaba to assist the unit's work.
It was puzzling to me that the DSO was withholding, notwithstanding the President's instructions and Mr. Nuka's directions that the TRC cases were a priority. They still refused to investigate the cases, and they would even put it in writing. I personally asked Advocate Dwaba what his reasons were for this refusal. And if memory serves me, he stated that he is the head of the operations of DSO and that he does not need to give me any reasons.
The state funeral for Iran's Supreme Leader Ayatollah Ali Khamenei has been postponed. The three-day funeral was due to begin later today, with images on social media showing preparations to get everything in place. However, reports suggest that organizers have said that the ceremony will be postponed until there is infrastructure in place. No date for when the ceremony will take place has been announced. Now recapping on your top story, South Africa's Human Rights Commission chairperson, Reverend Chris Nissen, says migration has become one of the most polarizing issues globally, increasingly exploited as a political campaign tool while it deepens into a humanitarian crisis. For any news stories you'd like to share with us, please send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za or call us at +27 11 714 4459. Channel Africa News, I'm Onele Tsinsi.
SABC News. The African Perspective. Time to stay informed, inspired, and connected to the ideas driving Africa forward. The Upside on Channel Africa, the African Perspective.
Five minutes after 3 p.m. Central African Time. We've entered the final hour. It's not the golden hour. It's the final hour. What's after golden hour, Mmatsheko, in terms of skies and...
I don't know.
It's not the twilight hour. That doesn't sound right. It's not the sunset hour. It's the final hour, okay, of The Upside. The Wednesday edition, a travel Wednesday with me, Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito. Still live on social media at Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube and at Channel Africa 1 on TikTok. Download our Channel Africa app so you can take us with you wherever you go on your Android or your iOS device. Mmatsheko Mosito, what's coming up in this hour?
Well, it looks like we're going to be joined by Nivea, who's going to be talking to us about Seasoned as it makes a return with a thoughtful gathering titled The Reset. And it looks like it's an invitation to women to pause and reflect on how they are living, how they are loving, and also as part of that, how they are leading. So we're going to talk about the building blocks to this particular invitation and just Nivea South Africa and what they're embarking on for the year 2026.
All right, that conversation is coming up next.
Oh, yeah.
And I.
Make I give you sample, ekwe. Girl, I don't love you, today. This love you no be play. This love you no be play. Make I give you sample, ekwe. Girl, I don't love you, today. This love you no be play. This love you no be play. Say I love my woman, no be for mouth. Yeah. If them hate on we, made them fire got a bottle, nah. No, they ask me jump question. Let me love my woman, no. No, they ask me that question. Oh, no, yeah. In love, hello, in love, in love, hello, in love, in love, hello, in love, yeah, in love, hello, in love, oh, now only you with the boss my brain, no. With the boss my brain, no. My mama say now you, yeah, you. Oh baby, I love this love, oh. I no go play with your heart, oh, no. Make I give you sample, ekwe. Girl, I don't love you, today. This love you no be play. This love you no be play. Make I give you sample, ekwe. Girl, I don't love you, today. This love you no be play. This love you no be play. Say I love my woman, no be for mouth, yeah. If them hate on we, made them fire got a bottle, nah. No, they ask me jump question. Let me love my woman, no. No, they ask me that question. Oh, no, yeah. In love, hello, in love, in love, hello, in love, in love, hello, in love, yeah, in love, hello, in love, baby girl, all your ex say them go turn to it, I swear, yeah. When them know that I'm crazy about you, yeah. It's your body hypnotizer, and me I go love you tired. I may pass polio, yeah. That's why you be my Alibaba. In love, hello, in love, in love, hello, in love. Say I love my woman, no be for mouth, yeah. them hate on we, made them fire catch up, but oh, no.
Ola Kira coming through there with a song called, titled, Hey Lava. Hey Lava. Oh, if someone said, Hey Lava, is that a compliment? Would you receive that well?
It depends on who it comes from.
Hey, my lover.
Hey, lover. Sounds more romantic. Depends.
10 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time.
No matter where you are, Channel Africa is always with you.
The whole population of Africa has been shocked to the depth of its soul.
For 60 years, Channel Africa has been the voice that connects the continent, telling our stories and sharing our vision with the world. This year, we mark 6 decades of broadcast excellence.
60 years of stories, sound, and connection.
6 years of African conversations that matter.
This is 60 years of broadcast excellence.
Broadcast excellence. Rooted in Africa's heartbeat and looking boldly into the future. Join Channel Africa as we celebrate 60 years of broadcasting. Still strong, still vibrant, and still giving you the African perspective.
Channel Africa.
Your life, your rhythm, your Africa. Channel Africa. Find it for free on Google Play and the Apple App Store.
Lip keys.
For life, it's this born. Every day now, believe with a shameful decor. I for don't turn visitor. Overstay my welcome, but I for chop full in salt. Chop full in salt. Even my mama joined there. My grandma joined, my papa joined. But my shima comes first. Round and bends. Come to my doorstep. Like a rose. All of them are salted. Yeah. Modo give me money, make I one person. I know they carry kid, we don't like shopping. Gucci, Fendi, Versace, Nike, she can't do sporting. She don't want us to worry about Kiva. But she dey baby like Korobukiba. Talamantus, press her quickly. The whole of zone 1, they my building. When me shut the door, they want beg me, put down school fees. Some of them go use the money, can't put up. They go life, it's this boy. Every day now, believe with a shameful decor. I for don't turn visitor. Overstay my welcome, but I for chop full in salt. Shaggy, chop full in salt. Bastard.
Oh, yo, yeah, yeah. You know my killer way they stay for Obodo, Yipo. Steady recharge for dollars. Oh, yo, yeah, yeah. The one for yeah, no they yeah, what do. Samantha self with the leg walk. Sexy girls, they can't go. If you know be Gucci, nah, brother. Say Shelly, Addis Ababa, so no more granny. With the fast life, is plenty. She call me Santa, exclusive. Bahamas, balling and balling, no more mamba. No be choice, oh, no be tata. Baby, calculate our numbers.
If for life, it's this boy. Every day, now believe with a shameful decor. I for don't turn visitor. Overstay my welcome. I for chop full in salt. Chop full in salt. Even my mama joy there. My grandma joy, my papa joy. But my shima comes first. Round and bends. Come to my doorstep.
Music coming all the way from Nigeria. Odomudu Black featuring Victoni. The song is titled Pity This Boy. 13 minutes after 3 p.m. Let's lock in on our next conversation. We've got Nivea on the line to tell us about this new phase, new initiative, seasoned. Hey, Mmatsheko, what's happening?
Interesting stuff is happening, that's for sure. Seasoned returns with a thoughtful gathering titled The Reset. This is an invitation for women to pause and reflect on how they are living, how they are loving and leading, building around shared meals and honest conversations. This edition centers on three ideas around release, renew, and restore. So let's talk about it because it forms part of International Women's Month, which is acknowledged every year in the month of March, right? So this is a conversation that is joined by Nivea and other entities, which is wonderful. So let's talk about it. Masindi Siaga is joining us in their capacity as marketing manager at Nivea South Africa. Welcome to Channel Africa. Pleasure to talk to you this afternoon.
Thank you so much. Thank you for the warm welcome and hello to yourself and all your listeners.
Thank you so much. Let's talk about brand Nivea and perhaps just a journey over the last several years in your focus on not only skincare, but women's empowerment as well.
Oh, fantastic. Yeah, Nivea is a brand that has been dedicated to providing South Africans quality skincare across the board. I'm very fortunate in the role that I sit in as marketing manager on Face to very much be dedicated towards giving women great confidence, being able to feel great in their skin by using the most beautiful products essentially for their skin, well crafted products for their skin. I would like to laugh and say I make women beautiful for a living. And really, it's just to anchor the confidence that we have in the products that we provide to women and to females and all of our consumers, in fact, as a whole.
Masindi, let's talk about the evolution of Nivea's product range, the innovations being brought to the table, especially with the ones that cater to the African woman. The skin is different from the European women's, for example. Talk to us about the developments and the improvements over the years to cater to the African woman.
Yeah, so there's a different climate, I guess, in South Africa, which is what makes us so unique in terms of what we're looking for from our skincare. We're really looking for products that are able to deeply moisturize while at the same time solve for some skin needs that are very unique to ourselves. The latest product that we have in our portfolio, specifically for women and the growing women, is Nivea Cellular Epigenetics, and it helps essentially women reverse skin age in just 2 weeks, which is quite an exciting one for us. It's a breakthrough innovation from a scientific point of view, given some of the credentials it has and some great ingredients like epicillin, which is the main one that the product contains. It really helps to make people and women that use the product age backwards and feel beautiful, essentially.
Right. Such a powerful product, but also just the campaigning around it, themes of renewal, themes of restoration that also tie into this upcoming gathering, which we understand is titled The Reset. So let's talk about what the conversation will be then around that. I mean, obviously not giving too much away, but to build expectation. Women and aging, what is the conversation around that, or rather, what is Nivea trying to stimulate when it comes to the dialogue around women and aging, and just how the things that we need to unlearn around that?
Yeah, so we've partnered up with Miss Zandin Tlapo. She was quite a prominent face in South Africa for many, many years. Before, given kind of the work that she was doing on TV, she was a continuity presenter. And, in discussions with her during dinner, I guess, we had a conversation around, but what happens to women when you get older and you're not spending every single day in front of the camera? There's still a whole life to be lived outside of that. How do we make sure that those stories are told? That as much as we've got this big shift and conversations around Gen Z and youthful people, how do we make sure that the woman that is growing older is not left behind and still very much a part of that conversation? And in those conversations, she said to me, look, I run this amazing initiative called Season, where we bring together women 35 plus to come and talk about what it means to get older, how we show up, how we still remain as beautiful as we were in our youthful days? What are some of the key issues that we deal with, and how do we get all these women that are kind of having the same conversations around the table not be forgotten, but continue to shed light, to speak to them, to drive their relevance and importance in today's society? These are seasoned women, educated women, women that had so much to contribute in experience. And we wanted to get them around the table, essentially, to be able to discuss and have those conversations. And we thought, as Nivea, what a great thing for us to sponsor and to partner with, because we would love to shine some light on those women, to honor those women for their time in the various industries that they work in, just to honor the experience that they bring to the table as women. How many times, even when it comes to our skincare, do we know what product we should be using because we heard it from our moms or from our grandmothers? It is goes to speaking to how much knowledge and how much greatness sits in the older women, and how do we get to reap all of that excitement and all that knowledge that they're sitting with into like our younger generation. So that's why we partnered with Seasoned as Nivea Epigenetics, and we thought, let's get these conversations happening around the table. Nivea wants to get behind it and just take the time to honor women, especially given that it's International Women's Month this month.
Love it, love it. What a beautiful space that is. We'll continue our conversation with the marketing manager at Nivea South Africa, Masindi Siaga. Seasoned, the reset, right after this.
This is The Upside for the best African vibes, groundbreaking content.
África. Conhece o Ntivani?
Claro que sou eu.
Ntivani é o amante da música de corpo e alma.
Eu amo música africana.
Ele aprecia todos os tipos de melodias e passa os seus dias a ouvir a Channel África. Adivinha só, a Channel África quer ajudar o Ntivani e os amantes da música em todo o lado a descobrir ainda mais música incrível. Por isso, a Channel África está a convocar artistas africanos a submeterem as suas músicas. Músicos, lembrem-se de nos dar todas as informações relevantes no music@channelafrica.co.za. As submissões são a vossa oportunidade de ser ouvidos, mas não garantem inclusão na lista. Todas as submissões serão cuidadosamente analisadas para verificar se cumprem os requisitos da nossa estação. Canal África, a perspectiva africana.
Stay tuned to Channel Africa. Stream us on our new and updated website, channelafrica.co.za.
22 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African Time. Now, as International Women's Month unfolds, a new gathering is inviting women to slow down and reset. Seasoned, the reset creates a space for reflection around how women are living, loving, and leading, guided by the themes release, renew, and restore. And partnering with Nivea, the conversation also explores a shift in how women approach aging through the brand's cellular epigenetics platform, focusing on knowledge, care, and confidence rather than fighting time. We're still joined on the line by the marketing manager at Nivea South Africa, Masindi Siaga. Masindi, what is cellular epigenetics? Sounds like such a big word.
It does sound like a big word, and really it's not that intimidating. So, cellular epigenetics is essentially the study of all these stresses that cause your skin to age, essentially, and to get older. So, there's a number of factors involved in that, like sleep or the environment, the diet that you eat. It's all these different factors that play a role in how we show up in the world, and essentially how our skin looks from day to day. So cellular epigenetics serum in particular, which is a new product innovation from Nivea, is really targeting every single one of those stresses, 5 key stresses that contribute to skin aging, and helps to turn on aged cells essentially that help to keep your skin looking young, youthful, exciting, plump, and helping you to show up as your best self by combating some of those key stresses that would make your skin look older over time.
very important issues that are being tackled, with the cellular epigenetics and all of that. But I'm interested for you to just elaborate. I know it's something we touched on in this last segment, but I'm interested to find out just the direction that Nivea is taking around wellness overall, because all the things that you are mentioning are not just about or exclusive to skincare. Mental wellness, and you mentioned stress as well. So where is Nivea going as a brand in terms of really incorporating all elements of wellness?
In this space in particular, it's quite exciting because when we talk to wellness, the way you feel and that holistic wellness, in fact, shows up on your skin. So it's a very exciting space when you're talking about epigenetics, because all of these factors, while they have on your skin, they have an impact on your overall well-being. In fact, part of this portfolio sits in what we refer to as longevity. It's a pro-aging space. How do we make sure that you essentially aging with grace, if we could say it that way? And in order to achieve that, from a skincare perspective or from a holistic wellness perspective, it's really about making sure that you're in the right spaces, your environments are correct, you have a diet that is suitable to promoting the longevity of your skin and of yourself as a whole. So this is why we got quite excited about partnering up with Seasoned. The whole theme around Seasoned is just to invite women to sit around a table and be able to combat all of these stresses that we talk about, get around the table and speak to the importance of longevity for women. What does wellness look like for the aged woman? And yeah, so it sounds very complicated, but it's quite simple and quite exciting. Something that happens already in our conversations at home, but we really just got to bring it on a bigger platform, have more conversations with more women that are able to gain some traction and get that conversation going. These are some faces that we've been so keen on seeing in the public eye that have somewhat almost faded away with time. But that's the importance of what we're trying to do now. Say, no, no, the woman doesn't fade away with time. We still deserve to be celebrated even as we get older.
How often are we going to be seeing these sort of spaces? Is this going to be a regular feature taken around different parts of South Africa?
At the moment, I believe Sandy hosts Seasoned and on an annual basis. As we get more and more excitement around it and more traction, we could possibly explore extending it into more years, possibly more events, possibly even more regions, and one day at a time.
One day at a time. Speaking of one day at a time, let's talk about the impact of daily routine and being intentional about your daily skin routine. As as we age, we need to ensure that there are certain elements that are consistent to ensure that our skin is taken care of.
Yeah. So, as I said, in terms of how to look after your skin on a daily basis, it's really making sure that your diet is right, which is very important. We nourish our skin from the inside out. It's making sure that environmental factors that impact your skin are well looked after, avoiding stressful situations, which I think many of us have to face on a daily, regardless of which walk in life we do. But being able to manage that, it helps you to manage from a holistic wellness perspective, as we spoke about earlier, but also making sure that you are your best self internally so that you can be your best self externally.
All right, this has been just so tremendous. For anyone that would like to find out about Nivea's epigenetic anti-aging skincare range, is there a specific place we can go just to explore the product range at this time?
Yes, so you can visit our website, the Nivea website. Online, you're also able to track our social media. It's always buzzing, Nivea South Africa, on Instagram, on TikTok, across all of the exciting social media platforms. And then we have influencers as well that do a lot of education around this. So please do follow them, get in touch with them. They are very well versed on epigenetics, how it impacts the skin, and also just in terms of how Nivea plays within the space. So a simple Google search will certainly direct you to all of the key things that Nivea is doing around epigenetics.
Amazing. And men are also allowed to be using cellular epigenetics, right, Masindi? It's not just for women?
They absolutely can. We would love to bring the men on board.
I love it. Masindi, thank you so much for your time. We'll go on to the Nivea platforms on social media and on the websites to check out your product range. But thank you so much for your time this afternoon.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. Have a good one.
The voice of Masindi Siaga, marketing manager at Nivea South Africa. Seasoned the reset, having created a space for reflection around how women are living, loving, and leading. And check out their brand, Cellular Epigenetics range, if you're looking for some skincare and anti-aging. Are we allowed to use anti-aging? Is that a word? I know some people don't like, some brands don't do anti-aging. They don't do that.
It has become quite a controversial one.
Absolutely.
But I see it in many of the commercial brands. It's still being used quite a bit.
But you can go to the Nivea platforms to read up more about their offering. 30 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African time. Let's get the latest sports. Musibudi, South Africa, New Zealand. It's a big day.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Thank you so much, Tebogo. A very good afternoon from the sports desk. It's indeed a big day for these two sides who are vying for a place in the final of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. We can confirm at this very hour, Tebogo, that South Africa lost the toss earlier on to New Zealand. So what New Zealand have decided to do is to put South Africa to bat first out at Eden Gardens in Kolkata. It is Aiden Markram, the captain, as well as Quinton de Kock at the crease for South Africa. It is one for the loss of no wickets in the first over of this encounter. We'll definitely try and keep you updated throughout the course of the afternoon as to how this match is going between these two sides. Like I said earlier, fighting for a place in the semi-finals, rather in the final coming up this coming Sunday. So Aiden Markram, the captain of the side who top scored against New Zealand in the group stages of this year's tournament and got to 86 not out in that game, says a lot has happened since the two teams met in the first round and believes that New Zealand still have the quality to beat them on the day.
Quality team, New Zealand. They've proved that over many years now, and we had a good run out against them in the group stages. But both teams have played a lot of cricket since then, and it's a completely fresh start tomorrow, and it being a semi-final, which is exciting as well. So I don't think it's as straightforward as just being able to repeat that again. A lot of variables in this game, but the boys are very excited for the opportunity to play in a semi-final against a good team like New Zealand, and we'll try to bring our best game to the front again.
Also, Markram saying that although this is a must-win game for them, they will be keeping things quite simple and sticking to what has worked for them so far at this year's tournament. Also confirming there's no need to change anything. We can also confirm now that there hasn't been any changes in the starting team for the Proteas team in this match against New Zealand.
Yeah, I don't know how it's going to work out tomorrow night. None of us do, but you can look at it through various different lenses. If you want to look at it through that, then I don't think you'd be a very clever man if you're sitting in our change room. I think you want to look at it from a side where you bring in a lot of confidence into a must-win game, and a lot of trust in the plans and the things that we've been doing well. So it's as simple as that for us. We're not trying to do anything different tomorrow. Keep hammering away at the things that we've done well and that have got us here, and if we can execute that well again tomorrow, we stand a chance.
All right, so the Proteas currently 7 for the loss of no wicket. A 6 just been hit there by Quinton de Kock, moving him to 6 runs from just 3 balls that he's faced so far in this competition, or should I say in this match against New Zealand. We'll stay with cricket news. Pakistan Cricket Board, meanwhile, has announced a 15-member squad for the upcoming 3-match ODI series against Bangladesh, set to be played in Dhaka from the 11th to the 15th of March. Now, top order batter Babar Azam has been left out of the squad. The 31-year-old had a below-par performance at the ongoing ICC Men's T20 World Cup, where he only managed 91 runs from 4 outings with the bat. Beyond his difficulties in the T20 internationals, the former Pakistan skipper also saw his ODI form dip in 2025, managing 544 runs across 17 innings at the average of 34. Now, left-arm quick Shaheen Shah Afridi will continue as a captain, leading the group that features 6 uncapped players, including the likes of Abdul Samad, Mahaz Sadiq, Mohammed Ghazi Gori, Saad Mazood, as well as Shamal Hussain, who have all earned maiden call-ups to the ODI setup. So Farhan's call-up, meanwhile, has come at a time where he scored a historic he smashed 382 runs, which then happens to now be the highest in a singles campaign at a men's event. This was, of course, during the time that Pakistan were playing in the ongoing T20 World Cup. On to football news now. There has been reports that the 2026 Women's Africa Cup of Nations tournament will be postponed just weeks before the tournament is due to get underway in Morocco. The competition, organised by the Confederation of African Football, had been scheduled to kick off on the 18th of this month. However, with less than 3 weeks to go, there has been reports the tournament will be delayed following reported organisational as well as scheduling difficulties. According to reports, the request to postpone the tournament came from the Federation of Morocco, with concerns raised about preparations being completed in time. There have been previous speculation about whether the tournament might be moved to another country, with South Africa mentioned as a possible alternative host nation. However, it now appears the focus is on rearranging dates rather than relocating the whole competition. At this stage, CAF has not released any official statement or confirmed any new dates, leaving participating nations waiting for further clarification. The late postponement also is likely to disrupt any preparations for teams who are already preparing in their training camps at the moment. CAF will reportedly make the news official in the next coming days. Well, players on the WTA tour offered a range of opinions on Tuesday on the idea of women matches becoming best of 5 sets from the quarterfinals onwards when it comes to Grand Slam events, a concept backed by the newly named United States Tennis Association CEO Craig Tiley. Now, the women's tennis consist of best of 3 set matches, while the men's matches at Grand Slam events are best of 5. Tiley, the long-time head of Australian Open, renowned for championing innovation in the sport, has argued that research shows interest grows as the match goes on. While the likes of Iga Swiatek, who won 6 major events, did not understand why the sport would want to have a longer women's Grand Slam tournament to be much more longer as opposed to what it is now, which sits currently at 3 sets. She also voiced concerns that there would be a dip in quality as the players will eventually get tired. At the same time, Australian Open champion Elena Rybakina also echoed Iga Swiatek's concerns. Well, South Africa now 12 for the loss of 1 wicket. The wicket of Quinton de Kock has just fallen in this second over. Markram at the crease on 2 from 2 runs from 2 balls, and Ryan Rickleton is the third man in for South Africa in this crucial semi-final against New Zealand. It's 15:37 p.m. Central African Time. For any sports stories you'd like to share with us, our email address is newsroom@channelafrica.co.za. Call us on +27 11714 4459. Back with more sports news with the Africa in Business team in the next hour. For Channel Africa Sport, I am Musibudi Makura.
Sports on Channel Africa. The African perspective. If it's news and current affairs, leading opinions, and thought leaders that get your groove, this is your home. The Upside. Africa is changing, and the world is paying attention. This March, Channel Africa invites you to be part of a new conversation. Africa Matters, a platform where experts, policymakers, and thought leaders come together to unpack the big issues of our time: technology, politics, economics, climate change, and the future of our people. This is where ideas meet action, where change becomes opportunity, where Africa's voice takes its rightful place on the global stage. In March 2026, Channel Africa hosts Africa Climate Change Recovery Summit. Join the dialogue. Be part of the movement. Channel Africa, the African perspective. Get Channel Africa on DSTV Audio Bouquet. Channel 802.
I tell you what, you need to have multiple medical aids when you're watching live sport, because my goodness me, if you're watching the Cricket World Cup right now, semi-final between South Africa and New Zealand, let me give you a quick update. South Africa are now 12 runs for the loss of 2 wickets. 2 wickets back to back. What's happening? Proteas. Anyway, let's get the latest news, latest business news, that is. Tebogo Lekhuleni is standing by.
Business news on Channel Africa. The African perspective.
Thank you, Tebogo. Good afternoon. Kenyan Finance Minister John Mbadi says the pipeline company's initial public offering, IPO, received a 105.7% subscription rate. Kenyan individual and institutional investors will get 67.32% of offered shares from the sale. The IPO had been shadowed by lower valuations by some banks. The government offered a 65% stake in Kenya Pipeline Company, aiming to raise $824.67 million in the region's first big deal since the sale of shares in telecoms operator Safaricom in 2008, which raised more cash in dollar terms. South African households should brace themselves for a massive cost of living double blow next month. Motorists should expect another fuel price increase after the announcement of a combined 21 South African cents per litre fuel levy during the budget speech. This is combined with the international oil price adjustments for the month due to the Iran war. Another blow for consumers is power utility Eskom's average tariff adjustment of nearly 9%. Professor Jenny Rousseau is an economist with the First University.
On the one hand, of course, we have a much higher oil price and the rand exchange rate against the dollar depreciated, and that those two taken together does not bode well for the fuel prices in South Africa. Both petrol and diesel prices expected to increase in April if this tendency of a higher oil price and a weaker rand continues through the month of March. But at the same time, we should remember that we are here at the south of Africa, and that logistics lines to South Africa, to our region, very important. And these logistics lines have now been interrupted.
South African President Cyril Ramaphosa says public finance alone cannot fund all of Africa's infrastructure needs. He referred to the significance of a 10-year Africa Energy Infrastructure Investment Plan that requires buy-in from the private sector. Ramaphosa says energy assets require large upfront capital. He was the keynote speaker at the 18th Annual Africa Energy Indaba in Cape Town in the Western Province.
There aren't many countries on our continent who, from their fiscus, would be able to dole out money for big ticket energy projects. And that is why the private sector, financial entities in the world, DFIs and others, and banks and so on, needs to come in, because they will be investing in an economic asset.
CEO of Aspen Pharmacare Stephen Saad says the company aims to secure sub-Saharan African approval for Eli Lilly's blockbuster weight loss drug Mounjaro as early as this year, capitalizing on soaring regional demand for obesity treatments. South Africa-based Aspen's push to register Mounjaro across the region signals its bid to become a key manufacturing and distribution partner for global drug makers eyeing one of the last major untapped markets markets for GLP-1 weight loss treatments. GLP-1 treatments are not yet widely available in the continent, offering both growth potential and a test of how quickly such drugs can reach lower-income countries. In other news, Asian stock markets have fallen for a third day in a row, and crude oil prices are up again as the conflict in the Middle East continues. Investors are worried that the closure of the Strait of Hormuz will fuel inflation. Japan's Nikkei fell nearly 4%, and South Korea's Kospi exchange also fell. The BBC's Nick Marsh has the details.
The Kospi did indeed close 12% down. Closed even further down than its worst closure 24 years ago, just after the September 11th attacks. South Korea, a big importer of Qatari gas, and that's essentially the reason we're seeing all of these losses on Asian markets, because investors here are very, very worried about the rising cost of oil and gas.
$1 in Nigeria is trading at 1,000 naira 373, Botswana 13 pula 17, Kenya 128 shilling 241, Zambia 19 kwacha 140. BRICS countries, $1 in Brazil is at 5 real 22, Russia 77 rubles 509, India 91 rupee 95, China 6 yuan 90, South Africa 16 rand 34 cents. $1 is 74 pence to the British pound, 85 to the euro. Commodities, gold is trading at $5,170, platinum at $2,150 per ounce. The price of Brent crude oil at $81.79 a barrel. That is all for now. For any business stories you'd like to share with us, please send us an email to newsroom@channelafrica.co.za, or you can call us on +27 11 714 4459. For Channel Africa Business, I am Chanduko Ligege.
Business news on Channel Africa. The African perspective. We are on Open Views Audio Bouquet. Channel 628.
Téléchargez l'application Channel Africa sur votre Play Store ou Apple Store afin de pouvoir suivre toutes nos émissions en direct de là où vous vous trouvez. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
The Upside with Tebogo Lekhuleni and Mmatsheko Mosito, bringing Africa's voices to the world. On Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Kilomita 6 funga mkanda bado hatujafika huku njiani kuna vita subira itahitajika shida mitiani binadamu tumeumbiwa na mapenzi ni burudani toka enzi tuliambiwa umeleta furaha kipindi cha mashaka moyo ulipakwamika umeutakasa sababu Sina sababu nikiulizwa nimependa nini sina jawabu niwe wako boda 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 popote tutatembea boda boda oh tolipia fare boda boda foleni utongojea boda boda
Nakukamatia juu na kukamatia chini, watu wote wanajua na kukamatia mimi. Wanafiki wa mbea watakamatia nini? Acha waende watu woge situkamatie dini. Story za mapenzi si tunafaa, washasemaga mengi miaka kadhaa, na bado tuna trend usiku na saa. Sisi uko na mnyamwezi kibana ba
habibi siri ndogo ndogo nifichie, kama nikikosa niambie, na nikipatia unisifie baby habibi siri ndogo ndogo nifichie, kama nikikosa niambie, na nikipatia unisifie sababu sina sababu nikiulizwa nimependa nini sina jawabu sijui mimi sijui wewe wako boda boda
9 minutes after 3 p.m. Central African Time. Border. We've got Bill Nass on that one featuring Mboso. We've entered the final stretch of the Upside this afternoon, and I wanted to share the fact that the FIFA World Cup is around the corner, around on the 11th of June 2026. Mzansi, in fact, even Africa. 100 days to go from the 11th of June to the 19th of July. The national broadcaster SABC brings you every moment live. Watch on SABC3, stream on SABC Plus, and stay connected on SABC Radio. Download SABC Plus now and be ready for kickoff. SABC is the official broadcaster of the FIFA World Cup 2026.
6 decades of rhythm, resonance, and relevance. We are Channel Africa, the African perspective.
Africa, voici Abedi.
Oui, c'est moi.
Abedi est un passionné de musique dans l'âme. Il a un goût pour toutes sortes de musique et passe ses journées à écouter Channel Africa.
J'aime beaucoup la musique africaine.
Ok. Devinez quoi? Channel Africa veut aider Abedi et les mélomanes du monde entier à découvrir encore plus de musique incroyable. C'est pourquoi Channel Africa appelle les artistes africains à soumettre leur musique. Chers artistes, n'oubliez pas de nous fournir toutes vos informations pertinentes à l'email adresse musique@channelafrica.co.za. Les soumissions sont votre chance d'être entendues, mais elles ne garantissent pas une playlist. Toutes les soumissions seront soigneusement examinées pour voir si elles répondent aux exigences de notre station. Channel Africa, la perspective africaine.
Channel Africa, your voice, your sound, and your home. Stay locked right here.
Campagne Tropicana. Me, I don't I them take the marijuana. Joanna, Juba, the Biomogana. Onjo, Omlando, for me, Moyagbe, Los Goda. Nigga, think I give up for. Me, I done the streets since when them sing on Guazo. Apala, no be so, see my team, them no be feeder. Premier League is not UEFA, small body.
Coming to with music by Asake Joga coming to. Thank you very much for tuning in. It has been an amazing show, and we, for the first time in a minute, are completing the show full.
Oh wow.
Our tummies are full.
Wow.
Thanks to our special guest.
Wow. Yes. Brilliant. Chef Isra.
Yes.
She's at the Park Hyatt hotel in Johannesburg. And listen, the food was amazing. It was delicious. Food from the Middle East, delicious. If you'd like to recap the conversation that we had or just revisit it, go to @Channel Africa on Facebook and YouTube and @Channel Africa 1 on TikTok, or simply go to www.channelafrica.co.za. And then we traveled with the Deputy Minister of South Africa, Tourism Minister of South Africa, about the plans for the year 2026 and how they hope to increase the number of international visitors, because last year they broke a record, 10.5 million international records. A first.
Huge.
A first. It's never been done before. But what a fun show we had. And Nivea as well. We had a conversation with Nivea, with the new cellular epigenetic product range.
Well done.
I remembered. I remembered indeed. Upsider, thank you so much for tuning in. We're handing over now at 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Central African Time, African Business with Tami Ngubeni. From myself and Mmatsheko Mosito and our wonderful producer Nombuyiselo Tango and the whole team, man. Hey, digital social media, we say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.
Whatever you want to hear about today's talk, you can get it on the Upside.